Coming to you live. Man, I be jumping out my
Man.
lane. My bad.
What's going on, y'all?
What up?
We coming in laughing and everything.
Hey, I
man.
love this guest, man.
Got
Straight
to.
up, facts.
Gotta love it. All right, this is your Wednesday night sports delight. I'm sorry, wait a minute. This is the platform sports
Right,
talk
please,
show.
please.
Already
look,
got
you
him
already
going.
got she,
Already.
She got him going.
Already.
Man.
Once again, it's the platform sports
Yeah, yeah.
talk show. It is your Wednesday night sports delight. I
Yeah.
am your boy Smooth, along with,
B Baker, what's happening?
because when it's about sports,
It becomes our business.
and business just picked up. What's happening?
What up, boy?
There you go. See,
There it
I
is.
got
He
it.
back on this game now.
Sports,
There you go. We throwing
flames,
sport. We throwing flaming it out,
everything.
baby.
Pyrotechnics.
That new Sonic finna come out, so you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Hedgehog it out.
Yes, sir. Man, so we back another Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's good to be back again.
Yeah, short notice too, cause we just heard Sunday.
We just here.
Shout out to y'all checking it out on Sunday, man. We appreciate the love.
Yeah, man, we had a lot
know
of
what I'm saying?
viewers. I was saying on Facebook that about last year we had about maybe 10, 15 people who tuned in regards to the views.
Yeah.
But, man, I checked after the show. We was already at 100. Now I'm at like 250. I'm like,
So next year it's gonna be 550.
no, it's going to be over 1,000.
Okay, all right, that's what we doing. It's
Over
on
1,000.
y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
1,100.
Over 1,000.
1,100. That's
Goals.
what we're going for. Right.
Goals, man.
Speak it into existence, dog.
There it is. So thank you for all those who have been watching and sharing and showing love. You know, we got some merch to show, man.
Man, we swagging. Hold up.
Wait, you know, we gotta do our thing real quick,
You
man.
gotta check us out, man. You know what I'm saying? We trying to do it, you know what I'm saying?
There it is.
I ain't
Bam.
gonna stand all the way up, I'm lazy.
Flex on them.
And I'm too tall for y'all to see, so but yeah, we got hoodies, we got t-shirts, we got
Shout out to the Woke brand.
yes,
Make
yes,
sure y'all
yes.
check out the information on the Woke brand on our Facebook page and on Instagram.
Yeah.
So y'all can go ahead and get at the Woke brand and get your own
Yes.
platforms.
She in the middle
Sports
making
talk
me
show.
a cold Kobe hoodie right now.
Okay.
Man, so
Put it to work.
already. I was like, oh, you do that? Oh, yeah. I got a couple orders I'm finna put in right now before I leave.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she do her thing, man. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
y'all check it out, man. Woke
Shouts
brand.
out to black businesses, man.
That's all we promoting.
You know, it's one thing to promote and show love, but on the other end, black businesses, you got to come through on your end, too.
And I was going to say that. So, look, with black business, this is how it's going to go.
You got to come through on your end.
If your shirt costs $19.99, that's how much you supposed to pay them. It ain't no hookup. I don't care how long you've been knowing them. If they charge $19, you don't go to Macy's and you don't go to any other places like, hey man, you know I need your discount. Nah, if they charging that, support what they got. You know what I mean? Everybody that we've been supporting, we pay wholesale for, and we got a lot more coming up. You know what I'm saying? So
And to add on, not even just about, well, to add on to your support, but at the same token, as a black business, it's very important that you remain professional.
yep, at all costs.
At all costs. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Don't treat someone just like, oh, you know, I'm going to just play this person or whatever, because people see that.
It's a two-way street.
You know, and that is what will make that person stop supporting
Yep.
the black business
And it
start
plummet.
going right back to the
And
Macy's.
you're going to be making your
or-
little hater
you know what
status
I'm
about how
saying?
everybody hating on your business.
Exactly.
You ain't going to tell that part.
So, you know, be a great representation of the reason why it's called black business.
Be
You
an
know what I'm saying?
ambassador for your own brand.
Right. It's too many times where the customer service sucks
Yep.
or you're not at your destination on time because you're being lazy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We have to get rid of that, you know, that stigma, that, you know, that vibe of people always assuming or knowing, oh, well, it's a black business, so watch this person be late or watch the order not be done. All
That's
the way
your
right.
main two goals. You gotta be
Yeah.
professional and you gotta be on time.
Yeah, you
That's
know,
the two things that we got against us right now.
Change-
so you
change
gotta
the mindset.
change the narrative on
Change
that.
the narrative,
And
man.
speaking of that, Underdog Lawn Care,
there it is.
we back in business next month. Y'all need any landscaping, grass cutting, whatever like that. I got business cards. I'm gonna be wearing my t-shirt soon. So, you know, it's almost that time of the year, man. So, you know,
it
we doing
is.
our thing, dog.
And you already know outside of what I do here, you know, DJing it, doing my thing, man. So y'all already know what it is. So
I always wanted to do that, man.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta let me scratch one time, bro.
Hey, say
Whatever
no.
records you don't mind me messing up, just let me touch my ear. And then that's all I want to do, man.
Say no more, man. You know,
And I need the echo voice. Yeah.
let me get some drink real quick.
There you go. Slick plug right quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all know I ain't the only one that always wanted to do that, man. I want to do the DJ Clue voice. Yeah. This be Baker. We got the party. I see you.
Right.
I just want to do that one time, bro.
Hey.
And I'm good, man. And then you can have it right back.
Speaking of which, two things. Stan isn't here tonight.
Yo, shout out to
Some
Stan.
business.
Yeah.
But he'll be back.
Leave it at that. There you go.
Taking care of some
Shout out to
business.
Stan, bro.
But, of course, we'll hold him down.
Yup.
But shouts out to DJ Zolani. He was on our show
Yup.
back in, I believe, November or September with his wife. And he held my event down this past weekend. We was at Spady Elementary. They had a sweetheart dance. And, it was dope, man.
They ain't have it where the boys on one side and the girls on the other side.
No, man, everyone danced.
All right.
We was told last year that the fathers didn't really dance a lot.
Yeah.
And we told them, hey, it's our mission to make sure that we get everyone dancing.
See, that's a good DJ.
And we put on a great show.
Hey, DJ.
Getting everybody going, interacting with the people.
Song,
Exactly.
all night
doing
long.
all that.
Yeah, there you
going out
go.
to the people, dancing with them, boom, doing
There you go.
doing
Okay, Smooth. I see you guys. All right. Like, you know what you doing? Oh, you dug it? Okay.
See,
Hey, ball catcher dug you too, man.
Exactly. Just,
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
like Cameron was on Pay Them Fool.
Man, you ain't even see me. I put my leg up. Rico.
Man, but no, just interacting with the kids. Just having a fun time. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And shouts
Straight
out
up.
to the dads who came out and
Shout out to
danced with
every
their daughters.
dad that's involved, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like it's like even more important, since the Kobe Bryant.
Girl dads, yeah.
Hashtag
Girl dad is a dad that got all girls. Just so y'all know.
Now, people are saying that, but then some other people are saying it's for those who, for dads who have girls. You can have a son too.
True.
So if you do have a daughter,
Right.
you are a girl dad.
Okay.
So,
I'm glad you cleared that up.
Yeah.
Because that's important too, because you got to go drink the fake tea, put the little hat on, play with the Barbie Playhouse.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
all
saying?
that.
Like, that's not easy, man.
I've been there.
I know. I've seen. Yeah.
And it's not gonna change anytime soon.
You know what I'm
'cause baby
saying?
girl,
You got to be
she
real
love it.
delicate.
Yeah.
So shout out to the fathers. Shout out to the mothers too, but shout out to the girl dads as well since we on the subject.
Shouts out to Mo Davis. She was referring to you bringing up the woke brand. She says, "Dope. That's my girl. She the best." So,
Monica know everybody, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Monica. I mean Mo, I forgot. I can't say your real
government
name.
name.
I'm tripping.
Watch. He'll get a
Mo
call.
Davis.
He get a text in like 2 minutes. I
Right.
told him, don't be saying my name.
I'm gonna say your whole name. I don't give a damn. I'll put your address out here if you want me to. I don't give a daggone. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. But nah, shout out to Mo.
Yeah, man. And once again, shouts out to everyone who is tuning in. Make sure y'all share this stream with your friends right now. And without any further ado, man, this lady, she was on our show back in September along with her sister Bunny, who couldn't be here today, but we try to get her back in the future, definitely.
Yep.
Shouts out to you, Bunny. But this woman here, she breaking barriers, man.
Okay, Queen.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? She
Look at her. She on that
that. She a trendsetter.
Right.
And when
She
she
a
came,
trendsetter.
right?
Okay.
When she came on our show a while back, she came in doing like the middle portion. So
But now we got her for the whole show.
They knew a little bit.
Yeah, we gonna dig
But-
tonight.
oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
we gonna dig tonight. Yeah, despite what she thinks gonna happen, we digging. And you got my auntie name. Yeah, so we digging.
Mo Davis says she does all my shirts and Army Fatigue. She does all my
She
merch
do wear
too.
a lot of army fatigue, so I can see that.
Yeah, she does all my merch too. So once again, shouts out to the
Man,
brand.
speaking of fatigue, I'm just say this real quick. I'm still mad at Master P.
Oh.
Go ahead. No, you good. They can hear you. We gonna bring you in. Man, I was so.
They can't see it, but they can hear
Hey,
you.
look. See, this is why I love YouTube, bro. I'm a nerd. I always look stuff up first, and I happened to look at his previous show before they came here, and I hurried up and turned my tickets in. Bro, you out of breath already on the first song, and you gonna sit down and let Silk the Shocker take over the show. What?
What?
Okay.
All right, so
yeah.
as we continue on with that conversation
Yeah,
and
yeah.
more,
Yeah.
once again, we about to have her story told tonight.
Oh yeah, we
ladies
talking.
and gentlemen,
Talk to me, baby.
back to the getaway.
Yeah.
We have Coach Suzanne. Good word.
Goody.
Hello,
What's
hello.
populating?
Nothing.
What's happening? Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. What's happening? Hey, dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. We making Hey, she said she was on the twerk team back then, so
She so did. She was backing them down in the paint, back at the lock-ins, baby. You know all y'all do is lock like, let me take my skates off. Hold on. Your boy holding your back. Hold on, don't let it get. He's like, I'm trying. She was backing them down in the paint.
we go hard in the
Yes, sir. Flocker.
I can't.
How you doing, Coach?
I'm awesome.
It's good to have you
What's up,
back.
man? I love your energy.
Positive energy.
Yeah,
Y'all
all
have
day.
to.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, it's definitely good to have you back. How have you been?
Busy. Basketball season is in still full effect, boys and the girls at the same time, prepping for the spring for football workouts as well as the track season. So it's never an ending moment with me. And even with my daughter, swimming now, track with her next. So I'm constantly on the go. On the go.
And you said something, I can't recall if it was during the pre-show or before the pre-show, but let everyone know and just take away this whole thought process that black people can't swim.
Man.
Oh, as an alternative fact, as I state, my daughter is on the Mako swim team at the O'Fallon Park YMCA. It's about 20 of those young people, age ranging from about 5 or 6 to there's a freshman young lady, so about 14 years old. So it's a great wide range of ages that are participating, males and females. And just to let you all know, these young men are not in the Speedos. They are in the shorts that go to their knees.
I was going to ask that next.
No.
Okay.
And the young ladies, their uniforms match same color scheme and whatnot, but they look very well put together. So,
Okay.
But it's nice to see something different other than basketball, football, track, baseball, and there's nothing wrong with those sports. But as with people always saying black people don't swim, I'm just glad that my daughter's a part of it, and she's liking it to the point Saturday at her swim meet or Sunday, she's like, Mom, I want to swim. Mom, in college. Say less.
That's what's up.
I'm going to make sure. But you still have to do track. But,
Right. Put all the options out there.
She likes it. No, she loves it.
Okay.
So the time that to put the extra work in that to finesse and critique and get her stronger to where her flaws that she is having some issues, but she's only 11 and this is her first year competing. I love it though.
Yeah.
And she wants to do it, I'm a supporter. And they are having in June opening up to folks again to come out if you want your kids to be on the swim team at O'Fallon Park YMCA, because it's all the YMCA's in the area from the Illinois side, Missouri side of North City or South County, North County, and places I haven't heard of, St. Charles. But it's a lot. But just to see just the only black swim team with these young people and they're making a statement, they're making a statement because they're out here. And the Coach T, kudos to her. She's from Kansas City, but she's here in St. Louis. Learned about her, but she's an awesome woman, phenomenal, and it's a great get the parent support. And a lot of people, I've been telling them about it. So try something new, and it's cost efficient. So
let me ask you a question. So, in the swim meets, like what events do your daughter do, or do you remember all of them? Because there's a whole lot of them. I dabble in swimming, but I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, I know they got the freestyle, the butterfly, the breaststroke, you know, all that, but.
I remember all, and I'm filming them.
There you go. See, yeah, so elaborate on the community, because we don't know a lot about swimming. That's what I'm asking.
All right, so 25 meters, that's just down. If you're in a regulated size pool, that's just down one.
Okay.
At 50 meters, you go down and back.
You got to flip and turn around.
Exactly.
Got you.
100 meters.
You in some shape.
So my daughter, depending on what her coach puts her in, but she won't, for the most part, she doesn't just do 25 meters for the freestyle. She does do freestyle, breaststroke, backstroke.
Dang.
What I say, and the butterfly.
Okay.
And Tootsie Roll.
Oh, that's old.
So with the she does the 100-meter freestyle.
Okay.
And she doesn't do the same events every swim meet.
Right.
It depends on what the coach feels like, what she's doing. But on the average, she does 4 events.
Right.
This weekend, like she's doing, I think at 5 or 6. You have either the 50 meters, 50-meter backstroke. She'll have the 50-meter freestyle, 100-meter freestyle. 25-meter butterfly. Now,
Tired sister.
let me tell you something.
Butterfly is that's what I think kind of personally is the hardest one, but I don't know.
Is.
Yeah.
So all the time I've seen on television when they do the butterfly, you just see the person's arms just going over and they're going up and down. When I saw the leg formation, I said,
you like a little baby frog down there.
well, the legs are not like the freestyle or the breaststroke. Your legs are like a mermaid.
Yeah.
They have to stay together, and it's like waves. I said, I'm not coordinated to do anything like that.
I did one down, not back, one down,
Man,
I was like, I need an asthma pump.
Oh man.
I haven't even yet to try it. Now I do swim. Even before I go to work,
Yeah.
I try to. It encourages
That's
me to do
hard.
it. But that butterfly, anybody who can do the butterfly, their upper body strength,
Yep,
anything.
and lower body too.
I just say the
it's
upper
full body, yeah.
You get those arms going over, that's a lot.
You gotta thrust yourself out the water. I did it at Umpsel swimming pool, and never again.
So with swimming, like you said, with the movements and everything, conditioning is very critical. What is she doing to maintain her conditioning so she can do these back and forths and everything?
Well, I know on Mondays when they have swim practice, they got to do core workouts first. Swim practice is about an hour and a half, so they're doing about 30 minutes of core workouts. Other than that, I mean, she's acclimated into this, so it's a routine. So depending on what the coach having her doing, 100. I can't keep up. They put us out. We were tripping as far as the parents, so they put us out of practice. So I'm like, how's practice? Like right now, she was crying. I'm sore. You'll be all right. But how does she stay conditioned? I don't. Just her. She's just an athlete, even for track. So it's when track season comes, she don't have the condition. She can
Because
just,
she ready.
boom, hit the track field.
Right.
But they do a lot of work, a lot of laps. I don't get to the practices too often only because of my schedule. But as long as she complaining she's hurting, that means she's working.
Yeah. Right. No pain, no gain.
All day.
So as we transition from your daughter to you, so what got you into playing sports at a younger age?
My daddy. I'm a daddy's girl. Actually, sports has just been around from my dad and his brothers and my grandfather, and just sitting in watching the games, two-way radio, grandpa. So just been exposed with it. And I was always just a tomboy. Nothing wrong with that. But I actually didn't play basketball till my dad got me in 8th grade. And I was like, but he kept pushing me. He just saw, just like, you could do it, push. I really wasn't a basketball person. I love track more. But he still had me doing basketball. And I said, So, but my daddy, just still. And daddy exposed everybody else. So, and that's it. Even the kid, my children, my son. Oh, you should have him on the show. He is hilarious.
Future guest coming soon.
Right.
You gotta catch up, but
Right.
that's how it started. That was my dad.
So what sports did you play in high school?
Basketball and track, but due to academic situations, I won't deny it. Hey, I
Transparency.
Me too.
I didn't know how to juggle. I didn't attend a public school. I went to Cardinal Ritter. So
Prep school.
Speaking of which, we'll have the head coach here next week for the football team.
Okay.
Mr. Spain.
Yes. He'll be here next week.
Hey, that's my dude too. But no, that was the issue. I couldn't balance the academics and the athletics. But my parents regretted. They were like, they wanted me to be an A student. I was a C student. I'm like, well, that's life. It happens. But at the same time, I still love sports. And I still worked out. Then I ended up getting to kickball. Played kickball.
What team?
How many of them?
Right.
You know, they got a gang of teams now, man. Kickball is super serious now. I'm like, man.
I did retire.
Hey, I have so much respect for
Yep.
women's kickball, man.
Yep.
I used to go to the ones in Heman, the one off of Bell
The
Fountain.
Fountain.
Him in the
Hey,
Mecca right now.
man.
And then they got co-ed kickball
Yeah.
now. So they really getting it in.
They be getting it in. You don't
They
have
travel.
you don't have
Yeah,
no,
that's what I was gonna say.
ladies on that team that worry about their nails or their hair. No,
nah,
they all about
they
trying
throwing
to,
it off. Shoot,
They all
my
about taking
homegirl, Talanya, she separated her shoulder. I had to go sit with her at St. Mary's a couple years ago. Separate her shoulder playing kickball.
My girl Pig, she was a pitcher. Man, she was pitching so cold, and he came off. It was her ponytail. She took that sucker to the side, hit that pitch. I said,
Right.
boy,
Yeah.
you know you bad. I tore ligaments. I was in the
Yeah, it's a lot of injuries you going down in
I said,
kickball.
girl, clipped her. She was running home, and her cleat got clipped onto the home plate. And what ended up happening, they had to get her out of the ambulance, but she not dislocated, but she broke it in so many places, her ankle. And I said, we're not even contracted, no salaries, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's competitive. You can't help it once you between them
If you don't
lines.
know the game, boy, you in the world. You better stay with the little people.
And it ain't like when we used to play, like you pitch a little rolly ball, no take, and throw it back.
No, sir.
It ain't nothing like that.
Watch them corners.
You
just like
already know.
baseball.
Yeah.
Right.
They be winding up just like the softball pitchers and flinging them. Shout out to my
Right.
homeboy, Brian Miles. The
Be
pitcher.
wise on
Yeah,
that.
that's my homeboy. Yeah. He out here reffing basketball games, and he the pitcher for, I forgot what team, man. I'm sorry, bro. But I seen his pitch. I seen he got a steal shot. Him throwing the ball, and he got them more like a disc and flinging it and blowing real hard and everything. Like, oh, y'all getting it in, man.
It's fun to me. I just like the competitive.
Yeah, I like going to them games. So I can't wait for the season to start in a couple. Well, they got people doing it now, but I only go when it's warm outside. I can't.
Do it.
I
Watch
can't.
Benjamin Live.
I
I had to
can't.
retire.
Shout out to Katrina Harrison if you watching. I know you always watching the show or whatever. She definitely be on it too, Cat. So
Yeah.
they be getting it in, man.
Shouts out to all the ladies who's out there just
All the people. It
changing
ain't
the
just
narrative.
ladies, man. Like I said, they got co-ed teams now. And they,
I'm more since we have Coach Goodwin on the show and
True.
she's rapping for the ladies. I got to just stick with them
but
right
we
now.
got men on the show right now too, because we sitting here. So
y'all out here right now. All right. So
no
Thank you very much
respect.
for
I'm
the
Rodney
respect. Thank you very
Dangerfield.
much for the show.
I'm Rodney
Yes.
Dangerfield. All right. No respect.
I mean, I wanted to add on. You got the St. Louis Slam, a professional women's football
Yup,
team,
yup.
3-time champions out the last
Yup.
4 years. So they're changing the game. It's just a great time right
Great
now
time
for
to
the
be
ladies,
alive.
you know. So let's bring it in to you. What made you want to be a coach?
It was
On the spot.
actually, I didn't ever think about being going to coaching. Someone, Mr. Anthony Mitchell from Sumner High School. Ooh, sorry.
Bulldogs, baby.
He asked me if I wanted to help coach track, girls track, and that was in 2010. And ever since then, I got into it slowly but surely. It was something different. I learned with David Shanks, who's a principal over at Lincoln Middle School in East St. Louis. That's my dude. I got into it, and at first it was a challenge because dealing with young ladies who just didn't know who they are or what talents they had, and slowly but surely I started loving it, and then it was starting to be fun, and then it kept me busy, kept me out of trouble.
Yeah.
It was something to focus, like just to get better and discipline myself and organization and those type of things.
So the first team that you coached was what?
Oh, Sumner girls track team,
Bulldogs.
the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I love them.
Yeah.
Awesome.
My daddy graduated from there.
Sumner.
Yep.
Yes. So after that, trying to remember when I get into basketball. I didn't get into basketball until I got over to Vashon. Yeah. Then
So did you
Vashon-
know a lot about track before you started coaching? Or did you have to get like acclimated to it as you went along?
I knew it's one of those. I knew enough, but I needed to re-educate myself as
Yeah.
far as because, like I said, the young ladies at that time, they were interested,
Yeah.
and I knew how I am as a tomboy and an athlete myself. As far as I had the discipline, the mindset, as participating in the track. But these young ladies were just all over the place. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Women do dominate track. I'm gonna say that for a fact.
But it's just like they didn't know they didn't know who they were themselves. They were just
Right.
out there. I said, either you want to do it or you don't want to do it. Do you know what you can do?
Right.
So, and it wasn't just the coaching. It was just giving that nurturing love, motherly love, because you're talking about people who didn't have any goals. These young ladies didn't have any no from going left to right, up and down. It was just crazy.
Yeah. See, as a person that dabbled in track, I know for a fact that track, a lot of people think it's just straight athleticism, but it's a lot of technique that go behind it. So I commend any track coach because you got to get people to do the technique correctly to perfect what they doing. So that's why I was saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember racing as a kid.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one
Take your
thing.
shoes off.
All right, I can beat you.
Right.
You going to track. Coach like, okay, you need to do this. Well, I know how to run. Man,
Ain't the same, bro.
tuck the elbows in,
Yup.
bring the hands
Stay
up.
low.
Woo!
Yeah. Hurdles is the hardest thing. Hurdles and high jump, I think, to me. Well, triple jump, too.
I'm about to say, you go on those field events,
Yeah.
but the shot put, now I did,
See, I never did that.
now,
Or the hammer throw.
but it was interesting. So my sophomore year, I did the shot put and took
Right.
first in the conference meet. I would have never thought in a million years I could throw this ball. And I was at that time real small as far as 117, 18 pounds. I said,
Yeah.
I do this thing. Oh, wow.
That's the one you put on your ear and spin 3 times, right?
We don't have to see, there's a technique.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. I'm not saying I'm asking, yeah.
You can do the kickback or you can do the spin.
What's the kickback?
So you go down, you're bending down low,
Uh-huh.
and you putting all your weight.
Oh, yeah, I seen that when they lunge up a couple
I
times
said
and then
kick
go.
back, you
Yeah.
just kick, and then you turn and throw it.
Right, okay.
See?
Got you. See, I was saying all technique.
Right. I didn't
Yeah.
know. It just like my coach wanted me to do the triple jump. I looked at him crazy, like, wait, what?
Come again.
Yeah.
Wait, what? You
Yeah.
want me to hop, skip, and wait? That's a lot of weight to
I
be
tore my
moving.
ankle up trying to do the triple jump one day. I was like, man, my junior year I did high jump
Okay.
just because of raw athleticism, but I never knew the technique. So I remember we went down to Poplar Bluff, and they put the boy at like 5'5". We laughing like, man, 5'5". We bad kids from the hood. We turn flips over just to intimidate everybody. Once they put that mud past 6 feet,
It was a wrap.
it was a wrap. Like I did like 6'2", I think, and I thought I was gonna win. And I seen them catch 6'5", 6'8", 6'9". One dude did like 7'3". But they was like, you gotta learn how to tuck and jump over the bar. So I was like, okay.
I give you raw athleticism. Mario McKinney. When I
Yeah.
saw him, here, I saw him jump ball. I said, he's short. That boy was like, I said,
Oh, yeah.
You get up there quick.
I need you on the track team. I need you to do this high jump. And
Yep.
he did he went to state doing the high jump.
Yep.
I watched
I
him
saw
go.
that.
He kept going. I said, I've never in my life
Yeah.
been coaching track, all these. Now that's just, he never had the technique. So I don't know this. I mean, I know the technique, but to actually teach it to someone,
Yeah.
that's not my expertise.
Yeah.
So the only thing I could tell him to try to guide him, I did tell him, he did. I said, I need you to tuck your booty in. I said, hey, act like somebody's trying to get you.
Hey, Bud, we sorry, bro. We sorry we had to put that on your son, bro. We sorry,
But he
bro.
understood though. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said, look, you don't want nobody going to your.
Nah, that's true. That's exactly what they tell you, too.
So what I did though with him, I was able to record. I said, okay, this is what you were doing, because he kept fouling. So
Yeah.
I said, I need you not to foul.
Yep.
So the only thing I could show him, this is what you're doing. This is what I need you to do, and he got it. But the technique, he still didn't have it, but it was enough to. He was able to advance.
He was so gifted that he was
Yeah.
able to.
Yeah. But if he had the proper training,
Yup.
it'd still be crazy. He'll
Yup.
still gone further. So I can't even remember how. I remember at districts, they were tied. Him and this other gentleman. I said, wait, what? Oh my goodness! So it was like a battle, back and forth, back and
Yup.
forth. I said it was so intense.
Yeah.
And he did. Yes.
I jump, they get down. Shout out to my homeboy Brandon Campbell from Cardinal
From the
Ritter.
Ritter. Oh, I remember Brandon.
I think he jumped like 7 something down the state when we went down there.
Man.
So yeah, he was a nice hooper too. So
And I don't want to get too off topic, but you brought him up, so I just want to ask you now, what were your thoughts about him leaving Mizzou and the situation that happened? Without, I'm sure you can't get too in detail, but it's your overall thoughts on that situation. Because me, I was, of course, he from the V. I'm a support, and he's St. Louis kid. So I'm definitely like rooting for him to do big things at Mizzou.
yeah.
And so every game I'm watching, waiting for him to shine, and I felt like he was starting to finally get more playing time until the issue happened.
I was disappointed. I really wanted him to succeed there and, go to the next level and continue. but at the same time, I don't want him to be idle, not doing anything. So to go to another school and be able to still have an opportunity, I'm still happy. I'm always happy if something doesn't work out for any of my students, athletes. Still don't give up and still try to find plan B, C. I don't ever want to hear him just not doing anything, and then you hear that was just a waste of talent. So again, by being in St. Louis, I was hoping, rooting for him. But sometimes it may be for the better.
Yeah.
You know, your grandma always told me you better find the good in the bad. So that's
And,
the best.
and something that I brought up, which something that I just saw from his social media, because I know that he can kind of go crazy on social media, and I'm sure that was one of the biggest reasons why he left Mizzou. But I just seeing how he acted on social media, I felt that he was bringing his high school ways to Mizzou, and that's what hurt him at Mizzou. Is that you can't have the same high school mentality and take it up to this school and that school and that school because they don't play them same rules no more. Council, you know, his tolerant level may not be the same as what he may have gone through with, you know, with Tony Irons.
I'm gonna say maturity. So is the maturity. A lot of our they lack that maturity or something. Like you said, they take their high school ways. This is a different level. This is a different atmosphere. You cannot take what you were doing there and thinking everybody's going to accept you with those bad habits or bad ways or the negative ways. You have to adapt and adjust to what their ways are for the program or for you to be a better athlete and for the better of the good of that program. So I understand what you're saying as far as that. I try not to be negative. And I try to say, this maybe wasn't for you. But what did you do? Have you made any changes? What did you do differently than you were doing from where you come where you come?
Right.
And so if you haven't done that, and then that means you haven't grown or you haven't tried to take a step in a positive direction to be in a better place or a better person.
Do you feel that with his departure, that would hurt chances for other kids that want to go to Mizzou?
Transfer from coming from out of Vashon, then I want to say no, but then again, are you going to judge based off of you shouldn't judge anybody, but you're just going to take that as an excuse using from that one experience. And what a lot of people do, everybody's not the same. No, that's wrong.
Right.
So do I think? No. As I've learned, when Kwanzaa has been to Vashon, a coaching clinic, just listening to his philosophy and his ways and the kind of person he is, just on at that clinic, it wouldn't. If he was to come out and try to recruit again from Vashon, I wouldn't think he would hold that against us or against that athlete. I really wouldn't, as a person.
Okay. So going back to coaching for you being the first assistant coach ever. Uh-oh.
I knew it was gonna happen. I was like, I'll try to close it out.
From what I was told, I believe in the whole PHL. Is that in the whole St. Louis area period, or just in the PHL?
I'm gonna say as in the PHL, haven't really tripped off and tried to seek out anybody else, but in the PHL.
So what did someone come to you, or you say, you know what, I want to tackle this football thing?
Yeah, my good dear friend, mentor, Benote.
Butler, Banote.
Shout out to Benote.
There it is.
Benote actually saw the way I was. We coached together at Sumner with the girls' track team. Actually, that was 2 years ago. So he saw how I was operating the track program, getting things done on the administrative side, and saw that would be a good fit for his as he was coaching football at Vashon. At the same time, yes, I know about football, but not as much as I would like to. So, of course, I was out there on the football field learning different positions, what this person is doing. So I understand how to encourage and help my boys at that time. Because I'm not going to be out here looking cute. Of course not. I was out there getting bit, sweating. Oh, my goodness.
Getting bit. Oh my God. People don't even, that's the one. I'm glad you said that.
Man, those mosquitoes were tearing me up.
Mosquitoes and football go hand in hand, just like baseball.
But at the same time, it didn't bother me for real as far as I kept coming out there. I just still wanted to learn the program. What was his goals? What is he trying to do? How we trying to get these players recruiting? So that's how I got into the football. And it's awesome. I love it.
What was the feedback that you was getting when you first started?
For the students, look at me.
Students and just in general.
No, I'm saying the students. Man, she ain't no football coach. And I just gave him the look like, all right.
Bump that. What was the locker room like?
Oh man, I'm cool.
Exactly. So is that different? Like with you being a woman coaching to a man's sport, like how's the locker room? Like that's what I always wanted to know. Like how do you approach the locker room? Like how does the end of the game go?
Y'all dressed? Hold on.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah.
And I just walk in and just,
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Other than that, no, I don't go on and out.
Yeah, because I'm like I'm trying to think of like how my teacher. Nobody want to see y'all little stuff.
Hey, nowadays,
that's not
nowadays,
it. I don't want to smell that. I mean,
that too.
It's the smell before the looks. I'm like,
Exactly.
yeah, mom. Y'all use soap and water at some point before the
Man,
game.
hygiene is so critical in
I was gonna
sports.
say nowadays these dudes gonna be like, yeah, I'm dressed, knowing they still naked.
Man.
That's what I'm saying.
So no, it's fun, but that locker room, it's the smell before anything. I was just like, sometimes I just stand out to the side.
Come with the gas mask on.
Man,
but that body odor is different from.
Yeah.
I said, man.
so we worse than women? That's what you trying to say?
I said that generation.
That generation. Oh, okay.
That generation body odor.
Almost had you. Almost had you.
Right.
Don't come for me, please don't.
She said, don't try me.
Right. I'm
No, I'm
built for
serious.
this.
I said, that is not normal. Like, what
Nah.
the hell? It is.
It'd be some different type of smells in there.
It
You're right.
is.
Yeah.
I said something growing in there. It doesn't have.
That's why I be telling the kids, y'all y'all don't want to go to jail, bro. Like,
Real
you think
talk.
this bad?
Real
okay.
time, man. But it's just entertaining to me.
Yeah.
I don't, and nobody really tripped off of it for real. Because I've been in the building, and so it's just like, okay, she's in another row.
Right.
For those who didn't know me,
There you go.
they learned the hard way too.
Yeah, so you got a presence about you, so I figured you might
Yeah.
ease right into it. That's why I wanted to know, like, how that really was, you know what I'm saying, for the transition for that. So
Now, if it's another
I was always
school,
curious about that. Yeah.
So
your sister Bunny says you're used to that smell. You have a whole son that was an athlete too.
So your son stink? Your son stink?
man, I just don't know. She
They ain't look good.
I had to call her and my brother. Like, yo, like I don't know how to deal. This is something not normal. I mean, even. Son, I love you, but the fungus issue was driving me crazy. When I
Man,
seen the feet,
Here's the fan, smell like chitlins, grits, and ham.
Let's get it funky.
yes, I mean,
As a former teenage boy, I commend any mother.
Man.
Cause we a lying little something. We a lie about a shower. We was sitting there and watch the water run for 20 minutes and then come out and still ain't got in.
oh, my brother used to crack me up. He'll come out there. Oh yeah, I took my shower, but bone dry. Boy, my day.
Exactly. Still ashy. How you ashy after the shower?
His ass, he'll run in there. He'll let the water run too.
Yeah, that's me.
Never
So I sit on the
touch the water.
toilet. You know what I'm saying? Let it steam hit me. I wouldn't get in though. I don't know what was up with me, man.
Hey, like, yo, that is not sanitary.
Man, shout out to any girlfriend I had in high school. Y'all some troopers. That's all I'm gonna say.
Once again, y'all, this is the Platform Sports Talk Show, your Wednesday
Yup,
night
yup.
sports delight.
Yup.
I am Smooth along with
B. Baker.
and special guests.
Suzanne Goodwin.
Goody.
Goody,
Gucci
goody.
girlfriend.
Gucci bandana. Gucci
Don't worry about what I call it that. That's Gucci girlfriend.
torte.
Yeah, that's Gucci girlfriend. Gucci girlfriend.
Taking it back, man.
Yeah.
So for all those watching for the first time, thank you. Share
Yup,
this
yup.
stream to your peoples on Facebook, Twitter, whatever page you got. Share it. Let's get this party going.
Yeah.
So just the feeling that you had, realizing that you were doing something that other women didn't do, being a assistant coach, football team.
Oh yeah, you a pioneer.
You know what I'm saying? How did that make you feel? Like I know you probably like went home after the first day, or once the team started getting used to you. When you go home, you're like, man, I'm straight doing this.
Honestly, I didn't think like that. I'm just like, I'm in sports. That's it.
Yeah.
It didn't even. I didn't know how far I was going into the athletic world. I really did not know. What was funny was when I told my brother, I was about to be an assistant football coach. What? Oh man! All right, so you need me to teach you some plays? I said, brother, I got it. I'll be all right. I mean, I got your back. I know you do. He said, I said, I got it, you know, but for the most part, it was just a different atmosphere on, not atmosphere, but just a different sport. I'm used to baseball, only playing in the in the neighborhood and stuff like that. But football, high school, it was just something different. And I said, hey, I can handle this. How deep do I want to go into it? Haven't decided yet, but as right now, I'm learning positions. When I say just like I do the boys, what is your position? He's like safety. What's the job of the safety? See, if you don't know, then you cannot be out here. That defeats the purpose. So I say, yeah, Miss Goodwin doesn't know, but I tell you one thing, I know you're not supposed to be in that position where you are right there, because the coach said this is the play. So they looking at me like, I mean, it's no point in me being out here if I can't do my job. And my job is to help keep y'all in line and understand what's going on. And that's fun. That throws them off like, whoa.
So now, anytime the head coach, and I know when you said Bula Banote, that's when he was the coach of the V a couple years ago during that time. And now the head coach is Will Franklin. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So now pretty much they say a play, you pretty much know the X's and O's now?
I'm getting there. I mean, it's still a lot because it's like, you know, you have your defense, you have your offense, you have your coordinators for each. And when I'm on the sideline, I look and see what's going on. Let me see who's paying attention and who's not. So I catch them off guard to let you know. I'm paying attention. The question is, do you understand? Because you want to know why coach is in your tail? Because you're not paying it, you're not following directions. Why do I know your position or what you're supposed to do? So even if I don't understand the play or learn, I still ask questions. I went over here, that's what I do. I said, hey, coach, so what are they supposed to be doing? Help me understand. Because these on the sidelines are tripping. They're talking to
These engines. These hitters.
So I feel that, you know, they always got something to talk about, but y'all can't, if coach say, come on in and put these starters out, what you gonna do? So I make myself, as somebody said, needable, but at the same time, an encouragement and push, because especially with the freshmen, you know, ooh, poor babies. Poor babies. Even my upperclassmen, they all love me, I think, maybe, even when I use my unholy words on them.
Unholy. Such and such.
I'm still learning the X and O's.
Yeah.
But I'm grabbing more of the concept, and for us to everybody get on the same page. It's always the sideline chatter that drives me crazy.
Oh, I can't stand all that side talk. Man, you trying to instruct something and you keep hearing
Yeah, especially in
act
football.
like your stuff don't stink.
Man.
Your stuff stinking right now.
Yeah.
Then I snitch. Hey, coach, he said. And they get mad at
Informer.
me. No, don't get mad at me.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I don't know about you, but I want to win.
Yeah, it's all about one goal.
Yep.
It's all about one goal.
One band, one sound.
Boom.
Thoughts overall in regards to the state of these kids nowadays. You know, we had this discussion with Butler, with Coach
Bethany.
These kids are different now. Social media can affect kids' mindsets, the peer pressure, etc. The upbringing from the parents when they're not with y'all. What are your thoughts right now with this generation of kids and trying to coach them?
Man, I have so much, because I'm thinking even with my daughter. When should she have her own social media account? You know, when should she really have a cell phone? She don't need a cell phone right now. That's one bill I don't want to worry about. But it's so much. I feel like I'm about etiquette, like customer service, how you supposed to be in front of people, and how you supposed to treat your customers. Customers say they're always right. Same with etiquette. If they don't know, then you can't get mad at them.
Right.
And I learned that not too long ago with my son. It was something with college, and I was fussing and mad, and I told Bunny, and Bunny said, "But you expect him to do this?" It was expectation, because he saw me doing whatever, but I never actually taught him.
Right.
So if you have, your students always looking at you saying, but did you actually teach them? If they don't know and you expect it, and the results is going to be bad or sideways to me. So as far as with the social media, if we don't teach them the etiquette, the downfall, you can't always run to social media. You don't want everybody to know you're busy. They don't need to know that. Look at what happens. I try to explain to them in the class. People go out here, look at you on social media. So if you want to get hired for a job, they're gonna look at that.
Yep.
That follows you. So if you don't understand that you have to act a certain way or portray yourself a certain way on social media, it can bite you in the butt, you know. So I just wish that there's a class, or even as coaches, we come, or a clinic, something. So this is what happens when you do all this stuff and you want people to always record you, and then you get caught up, and I just hate it.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, you have to think outside the box. That's why you asked me if I'm on Facebook. Yeah, I'm on Facebook, but my Facebook has been going on for so long, so I just try to, and I don't have anything negative. It's something always positive, which is great. And, you know, if you judge me, that's all on you. But I focus my social media accounts right now. I'm on between Instagram. Sometimes I'm on there, but it's my Twitter. That's everything with sports. That's how I find out a lot of stuff. It's easier for me. I don't know with Facebook. I don't know. It's just been going on for so long. It's old.
Yeah.
It's old, but it's gotten out of hand because social media has been causing our kids to fight, commit suicide.
Yeah, the wrong people got a handle of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, you know, prime example, one of my basketball players, she was she was on Facebook. Somebody was going in on her live. Principal said, don't go, you cannot respond to that. And then so what did she do? She took all that anger and put it on the.
Yeah.
She played her. She played her
They ain't
game.
going nowhere after you post it.
Exactly, but it's just
Even
like.
after you delete it, it's still there.
But I'm just saying though, why are you going to give into this?
Yep.
I mean, for what? What do you really benefit out of it?
Exactly.
It has nothing to. I mean.
Thank God they ain't have Facebook when I was in high school. That's all I can say. Or college. God, man, I lucked up. I was a grown man by the time they came. I think I was like 27, 28 by the time I seen Facebook.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can only imagine, man, with the stuff we used to do and the mind state we had back then.
Between the cell phones.
Yeah, I didn't even have a cell phone until I was 21.
Me too.
I had a pager.
Yeah,
I had a beeper, and I could lie my way out of it. My beeper was in the car. Like, I wasn't no phone by me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right there.
Ain't no text message, ain't no phone calls, none of that.
I'd rather go back to the beeper the way
Hell yeah.
Somebody just give me a beeper. Just let me work with that.
Exactly, because you
so
respond to it when you feel like it.
I could get to a phone faster. Whatever.
Yeah,
Beat
straight
me
up.
911 a call.
Or put your code in. Hey, if you got a code, you legit. Hey, put 143 in there.
Yep.
I'm your girl. Nah, but you put 143 in there for that.
Hey, remember the big boy page? You could put a whole message.
I was a starter. I used to put the sports notification on mine. Hey, they blowing me up. Hey, every time the score changed, people going off. I was a starter. They blowing me up. Flipping over on my hip. Hey, who is it? Oh, okay.
Hold on, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know how it is, man. I used to be down the skate king. Hold up, I'm on the skateboard. Man, they can't leave me alone, dog.
Man, change the cases of the color.
Yo, I had the clear case. So I had the sky pager. Yo.
Fun times.
Yeah.
With you coaching football, what is your advice to parents who are like, I don't know if I want to have my son, play football because of the dangers of the concussions, et cetera, right now?
Actually, anybody can get a concussion in any sport. We had a kid get a concussion in track. How? I don't know. But people want to use the concussion as a handicap. I say handicap because it's like you can't get away from it. Yes, you can. You can get injured in any sport. Concussion is not the only way a person gets injured in the sport.
Right.
I understand with football, you're getting banged up or whatnot. But you can injure yourself just walking down the street. I've seen.
Yep.
So, but at the same time, I understand the concern. Just eat healthy. Not saying that's going to help the concussion.
I was going to say, what they got to do with the concussion? I was sure going to ask you that. What the hell eating right going to stop you from getting headbutted
Wait. But you said concussion. But
right.
As far as in general, take care of your body.
True.
If you don't take care, I'm looking at all these diets these kids are on.
Yeah.
Horrible. But take care of your body, put the
Right.
right stuff in your body, lessen the injury risks that you may have with that, and at the same time, hey, is your child actually doing what they're supposed to
Avoid collision.
not just the collision part, but the exercising. Like I said, concussion is not always the main thing that hurts a kid in football.
True.
No, it is not.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, we could folks twisting their ankles, rolling on. When they get tackled and fall upon you. Somebody got a hard bruise. Okay, that still is not a concussion.
Right.
They just had a little boo boo. That's like, I don't want you to hurt my baby. I said, this is a grown man or big
Right.
man sport, and then. Exercise. Some of these kids. I said, boy, you need to eat. I need you to put some pasta. You need some carbs. You need to.
That was me. That was me. That was me. I graduated at 161.
Oh, poor baby.
Yep. String bean. That's why I played football for 3 games. Nope. I'm a hooper. Nope. I got cracked doing the skinny post and I was done.
I would tell any parent, if they're scared about their child playing football, just go out there and watch the game. Watch the coaching. Like I said, anybody can get a concussion, get hurt. I mean, I seen folks collide on the basketball court.
Yep.
Dang.
Yep.
I understand concussions are one of the biggest things everybody's concerned about, but anybody can get injured. You have to just take care of yourself and just be careful. I mean, I got so many from playing basketball or running around. I twisted my ankle so many times. I said, my goodness. And guess what? Find out. That wear and tear caught up with me.
Yeah.
It's going to do the same thing with your child,
Yep.
concussion or not, being a kid, playing, rough housing. So just, if you don't want them to play, then don't let them play. But if you're nervous or scared, find the comfort. Just watch the coaching, watch how everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. Talk to your kid, and it's an accident. You can get a concussion. It wasn't a car accident. It's just, it's something, it's not playing. Nobody plans unless, if it's a flagrant play or flagrant foul. Okay, well, unfortunately, I'm sorry, but it's not a reoccurring thing though.
Exactly.
So I mean,
I seen they put that post up, like every kid got the little scar right here, they bad. I was like, bro, I must have been terrible then, and it's funny because I boxed for 4 years and everybody think it's from that. It's from basketball, elbows and headbutts. I got them on both eyes. Like, this ain't no pretty boy sport. Like, I got scars and
especially playing down low. Oh,
exactly.
my goodness.
Man, my senior year, I got 4 teeth knocked out. Elbow, you know what I'm saying? And that was probably my most proudest moment. My dad still talk about this every day because I went there and put tissue in my mouth and I went out and finished the game.
Oh, that's
We was just built like that. And I remember we played districts at Clayton the next game, and the ref called the other ref, like, come look, this the dude I was talking about. He's like, what they do to your teeth? So they put it back in. They put like a little brace right here. I had the braces for like a year.
Okay.
And that's just what happened. It was my homeboy that knocked my teeth out. It was just an accident. He turned around with the elbow. You can't avoid accidents, like you said. I don't care how you eat or how you take care of yourself. In sports, is a collision sport.
All the time. That's it. Thanks right there.
Yep.
Facts. All right. So we talked a little earlier about.
Don't knock the dice shaker shirt on the floor.
Oh yeah, my bad.
The what?
The dice shaker.
Sorry,
That's our
Champ.
last guest. He Champ Johnson. Shout out to my homeboy Champ Johnson. That's his clothing brand. Dice shaker. You taking a gamble on yourself. So
That's what's up. That's
He
yeah.
hot.
had I actually saw his video shoot on
Yeah, man.
Instagram. So
Yes, sir.
doing this thing.
Yep.
But earlier we talked about how women are just coming out and taking over. You know.
Yeah.
We talked about a little bit of the San Francisco 49ers assistant coach Katie Sowers made history this past Sunday, becoming the first woman to coach in the Super Bowl. When you saw that, what were your thoughts?
Man, I was like, that's awesome. I was watching the commercial. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The commercial sold me. I said, she's making a statement right there.
Yeah.
She said she wanted, when she was saying, she played the sport, she wanted to do it. And I said, see, anybody could do it.
Yeah.
You know, gender and forget the gender. Forget the gender.
Don't use the unholies.
Yes, I'm
Way to
gonna
catch it. There you go.
But, I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
She's making a statement. That's it. But it was the other young lady. I can never remember her name. She first female who got a football scholarship.
Oh yeah,
Now, see, I was
we talked about her
Yeah.
way back last year on the
Can't
show.
remember my name
Yeah.
though. That's the thing.
Google it, find
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But
I
Katie
wish
is
I-
making a statement.
Yeah,
Everybody
facts.
in the even in the NBA, I said, see,
Yup.
we can do it. It's
Yup.
just how break the boundaries, push, push, push. Don't give any pushback. You know, I deal with the testosterone, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, testosterone.
Bam.
Right.
Miss, is it Houston or Heston?
Houston. Liz Houston.
Yes.
Became the first woman to play and score in a college football game.
Dang, it was in 97?
No, she's born in
Oh,
97.
no, born in 97. Okay, I'm about to say.
Oh, no. Wait. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
She was born in
She
97.
played in.
No.
Nah.
That was back in 97.
That was back in 97.
Here we
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Tony Harris becomes the first
Right,
female
that's-
college
Sign
football
letter
player
intent.
to
Yeah,
sign
yeah.
letter of
Okay, I'm
intent.
about to say.
There
yeah.
we go.
That ain't the one we was talking about. Yeah. Okay. All right.
From East Los Angeles College.
Oh.
There we
Fair
go.
East
Heading to
Side.
Central Methodist University.
Though the stars will shine.
And then I found out from my cousin Rick that, remember Moni Davis, the softball pitcher? I mean, well, baseball pitcher.
Yes.
But she plays softball for a high school. Now
Right.
she's going. I can't say the name yet because my cousin daughter, which of course my cousin, she accepted, but it hasn't been fully done
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
Okay.
But she's going to school for golf.
Okay.
And she's
Oh.
going to the same school that Moni Davis is going to.
Oh, that's what's up.
So I
Dang,
can't like I said, I can't
what's
can't say the name
Yeah.
because it ain't fully official.
But you can say Moni though, because Moni in the middle. Where she at?
We're in the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah,
Hey.
there you go.
Money in the middle.
Yeah.
So so it's gonna be dope that they be coming together.
Yeah.
As freshmen going to
That's tough.
going to that school. So
Yeah.
it's dope.
What school is this?
I can't say.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll make sure you was on your game, dog.
I stay on it, man. I stay
All right.
on
So
it.
what school? Oh, okay. All right.
And
Can't say.
then this past November, the New York Yankees they hired a hitting coach, Rachel Balkovic.
Bye. And we should have won a World Series last year. Cheating Astro, boy. Get Joe on the phone. Cheating Astro.
Coming up next. Yeah,
Man.
she's 32 years old. First woman hired to be a full-time hitting coach for a major league baseball team. So, shouts out, man.
All right, Rachel, get us together.
There
We're
you
trying to
go.
win this year. Pinstripe life.
Hey, I'm telling you, in a couple years, you're going to see this woman here.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, man,
I
I
think
know,
it's my
I
mini-me.
know Susie. I know Susie. I know her. That's my homie.
Hey, just don't forget about us, man.
Right.
You never forget about the little people gave me the recognition.
The little people, golly.
So,
I'll be the little
Bunny,
people.
Bunny says also don't forget about Candace Story Lee.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Who that?
Yeah, let's find out. real
Right.
quick.
Okay, sister.
All
Right,
tell
she
us
on it.
something.
Hey, that's my go-to. Oh
There you
man.
go.
On the side note,
Uh-oh, what
we
you gonna
always
say?
we always tease my mama. She a fake fan, so
Uh-oh.
she'll jump on the bandwagon or something.
Man.
And so I say, so mama, so who's this person? You know who they are. Matter of fact, it was Jerry Rice or somebody else
Okay.
on a commercial.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, which one is Jerry Rice? I said, I thought you know who Jerry Rice is, Mom. Which one is it? Because it was Jerry Rice
And Brett Favre.
And no, it wasn't Brett Favre. It was another. It was a Caucasian guy. So, Mom, which one is Jerry Rice? The black man or white man? You
Right.
know which one.
Right.
Mama, what position did he play? I just want to see if you know.
Oh, okay. So this just happened yesterday.
Oh, what
Okay.
happened?
So she is now going to be the interim athletic director at Vanderbilt.
Oh,
Oh, Tennessee, baby. Shout out
Yeah,
to
baby.
Nashville.
Yeah, one day ago. That's what's up.
Okay.
Keep
Vanderbilt's still the weirdest court I ever played on, bro. That's the dumbest basketball court in the world.
what makes it a dumb basketball?
They bench is behind the goal, and it's an elevated floor. So you looking for the game like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
seriously?
Yeah, that's the dumbest court I ever played on. The bench is actually where the goal at, like a little bit over to the side. And so you watching it from 94 feet down when they're on that end, and you sitting about right here at the floor. So you can't really see.
See? Oh man,
It's
that's,
stupid. So when you check in, it's like the NCAA tournament. It's like you on stage. You go up and you run to the store. It's like everybody looking at you to check in. I hate playing
It's
on
like
Vanderbilt
it's
floor.
actually kind of like this, like you on the bench and the court is raised.
Yeah,
up
that's
like-
exactly how I feel.
like
You
this.
jump up on this table and run on the court, but it's a little higher because it's like chin level.
so who was the engineer behind that?
I don't even know, but I went to school in Tennessee, so our first game we played in the tournament at Vanderbilt, and I was like, dude, what, bro, what is this? I hated it, and it's like a bouncy floor, so you got fake hops on there, like whatever dunk you can't do, or you can do it at Vanderbilt.
Oh, it's gonna get done.
It's gonna get done at Vanderbilt. Whatever between the legs though you've been working on, it's going down at Vanderbilt.
I'm hollering.
Yeah,
It go down.
yeah.
Once again, this is the Platform Sportstalk Show. Another incredible incredible show that we
Yeah,
have
man.
had. Stories being told, man. That's what it's about. Stories being told. Here's Bunny. Shouts out for that. First black athletic director in the SEC.
SEC, Southeast. Mizzou need to get out of there.
That's a lot of talk. I mean, when I say a lot of talk, as far as women being in the athletic administrator on the collegiate level,
Especially in the SEC.
but even African women of color.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't find it, but I know I was looking for it. Somebody sent me it was Dawn Staley and some other basketball coaches as well as athletic directors making a statement like people of color, women of color, not people, the
Shout out to
women.
Dawn Staley, boy. She had them handles, boy. And she was on Martin killing. They made Martin quit.
But yeah, they were just talking about giving us our opportunity for us to do it, like as if we can't, a lot is talking as far as the coaches who want to be an athletic administrator on a collegiate level and get to that point, and we're not getting that opportunity.
Yeah.
Not as many.
Right.
But, so,
It's coming, though. Y'all making waves right now, for real.
making the noise.
Yep.
Do you say within 1 to 5 years or 5 to 10 that we'll see a female NBA coach?
I'm gonna claim it 1 to 5.
Yep.
I'm not even
I
gonna.
know who it's going to be, too.
Who's gonna be
Becky Hammond.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Just because, for one, she under Popovich. That's already locked. For two, she was already working her way towards that. Like, she coached the summer league last year, and she did a good job with them.
They won.
And they already interviewing her for it.
Okay.
So I say within 3 years, she gonna be a head coach.
See.
Yep.
I can't do that 5 to 10. We're going short. Everything. It's like things are starting to turn slowly but surely, but still fast. So yeah, I give it.
Yep. Y'all doing it.
All right. So
We doing it and doing it.
with
Doing it
our,
wild.
with our guest, always last 3 weeks now. We
Yeah.
have this new segment
Oh yeah.
called Getting
We're gonna
Paid.
call it keeping it a buck.
Oh
Cause we
Lord.
keeping it 100 on this show.
Uh-oh. So B's gonna ask you some fun questions.
Oh yeah, it's going down. Don't shake your hair. This ain't no Pantene Pro V commercial.
Not here, but
Right. We know you ain't got dandruff. That black hoodie staying black. So we appreciate the head shaking, no flakes. But yeah, so we got a couple questions. So
I don't know.
the first one I always ask everybody, and please don't hold back on this.
transparency
Yes.
is key.
What's your most embarrassing sports moment where you just feel like, I wish that never happened. I wish I could just hide under a rock right now. That type of embarrassment. What's your most embarrassing sports moment? Take the time. I know it hurt. Oh yeah, it's going down.
Pain.
So, districts,
Okay.
Orchard Farms, sophomore year, track. Relay teams always have to have the what?
Baton.
No, same uniform.
Oh yeah.
Same uniform.
Okay.
I didn't care for the briefs, so I had the mesh shorts. Well,
Cardinal seeing the track.
yeah, this young lady was a freshman, and I was on the relay team,
Yeah.
and I had a switch, and we're hers. And it wasn't like I was the skinniest thing.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to say it.
The
Man.
legs gotta come on track.
It was my cheeks hanging out, man.
Yeah.
I had a wedgie. Like
Yeah.
my mom said, when she wasn't mad, she just know I had to run, and she said the only thing she could see was just my booty was running the track because I'm in these small briefs. I mean, they real tight,
Yeah.
and I'm like a large.
Yeah.
And then they had to switch it with somebody. I said, what?
Make that thing.
That was
Right. Talk to me now.
yeah. Basically, that was what was happening, and I said that
They was
was the
throwing
most-
dollar bills out of track.
Hey, she had all. Hey,
Like you been started back in Africa.
like
whoa, time ago, long time ago.
earlier. Thank God social media wasn't popping
Exactly, man.
because that would have been.
When I used to do relays, I used to wear hooping shorts to the gun went off. Straight up, man. I hated it. I hated it.
That was embarrassing. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
I ran my race because
But you finished the race, so you a G for that. All right, bet. So I mean, that's
was
cool and all.
No, that was not cool for me.
She had all claps coming.
Call claps, standing ovation.
That wasn't. I mean,
Round of applause.
any other girls been like, oh,
Clap.
I
Okay.
was mad. It took me a while before I got into them Y'all better find the other ones.
So I just found out Gucci girlfriend been clapping since high school. All right, bet. I'm glad I asked that question. All right, I got.
And Bunny agrees that the Spurs will hire Becky Hammond as the head coach in 5 years.
5 years, okay. I say 3, but I mean we'll see. Yeah. Yep. So all right. So second one, most triumphant athletic moment. Don't have to be a championship. Just the one that just really made you like, man, that's my best moment in sports.
Kickball.
Okay.
We went down in Atlanta.
ATL, Charlotte.
These 3.
Bases were loaded.
Yeah.
Boy, that girl didn't see it coming into the left field. She did the hallelujah praise as the ball was going over there.
Gave her that boot.
Man, we were advanced. I was like, she was like, who the hell got that big old foot and
Right.
get that ball?
Club foot mark.
And I did it again. They were like, it's like she was playing at the edge, but then they were like, give her some.
Yeah.
And every time she'd give, I adjusted and out of there.
I wonder how that feel to kick a home run in kickball.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it gotta be.
Especially on the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. Base loaded. Yeah. So y'all don't do leadoffs in kickball though, do y'all? Yeah. So that's just a legit.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing in softball. You can't lead off.
Right. Yeah.
We had a guest on our show a few months before you came on, you and Bunny, Kanika,
Yeah.
K Bizzle,
K Bizzle, Kanika Battle.
and we
my
asked
girl
her
right there, man.
her team name, and she said they were called the Stallions.
Yeah, I know the Stallions.
Right.
So
many
we had to ask, like, I wonder why they
Call
called
y'all
them.
the Stallion.
So what was y'all team name?
Which I was on Ironic Divas, Dashing
Whoa.
Divas,
Ironic Divas.
Dashing
What's the
Divas.
precedent behind that?
Slow motion.
Right. Ironic Divas.
Ooh,
That can go so many ways.
Right.
I had so many. Man, I was on Rock Solid.
Rock solid. Y'all strip club names. What's the next one?
Rock solid.
Right. Ironic Divas.
Locked and Loaded.
See? I'm about to be broke up in this.
Man, I know I'm missing something. Let's see. Motion.
Bases loaded.
Man.
Okay.
I know I'm missing something.
Yeah.
I see the uniform. Just can't think of the team.
What was the uniforms like?
Oh Lord.
So the first year we just had like almost like soccer jerseys.
Yeah.
And then some shorts. But then we
kind
changed
of
the league,
shorts?
just regular mesh shorts.
Okay, got you.
It shifted. It shifted because I was in the biker shorts
And what team was that?
with Rock Solid.
Yep, I kind of figured. Yep, sound right. Sound about right.
And then, especially in the fall league when it got cold, I was in my stretch pants or my long.
That girl got stretchy pants on. That girl got stretchy
I'm
pants
not
on.
gonna entertain.
How y'all play kickball in yoga pants?
Hey, I've been seeing some folks.
Yeah.
Yoga, nah.
Yeah.
So
Yep,
most of
yep.
the time though, most of my softball pants.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't like wearing the softball pants.
yeah.
'Cause the
I quit
sideline
softball
wouldn't
because of
shut
that.
up.
Yeah. Hooping, all the hounds coming out then.
Oh,
Yep. Yep.
here
Look
they
like
go for the most part. Yeah, after probably about when I got to Bell Fountain, that's when I had to go to the spandex, especially if I'm running all over the place.
yeah. Bell Fountain go down too. Bell
Yeah.
Fountain and Heman Park the
Now they're in
best
Forest
too.
Wood now, so
Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
that's where they shifted to.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
what's the
what's up.
next one?
All right, so the next one is gonna be what's your most triumphant moment? Like, what's the one that made you just really feel like you belong with sports? Like, what's the moment you like? I made it. I arrived. Like, my mark has been made. You know. Yeah, it's gonna take a little minute,
Yeah.
and it could be from childhood on up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be one of the things where you just made a shot that made you feel like you was part of the team. It could be a part where you helped the teammate out. It could be a part where you did like some kind of fundraiser, anything. Anything. Like mine would be, like I said, when I did the fundraisers for kids. You know, because that was the most challenging thing for me was to ask other people for money for my team. Like I hate asking people for money. So to get to a goal that we set to get uniforms and pay for the trips and everything like that, that would be mine.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So it don't have to be a shot you made, nothing like that.
No.
Just the most challenging moment that you like, I didn't think I could actually do that. And you did it, and you like, man, I really didn't think I was going to be able to do that. So now I know I got it in me to do this.
I got my master's in athletic administration.
Okay.
April
Yeah.
2018.
Okay. Congratulations on that.
Thank
Straight
you.
up.
When after the football season,
Yeah.
Jimmy McKinney told me.
J Mac, my boy.
He asked me. He told me how he saw him and Tony how I was operating and doing things with football.
Right.
And asked me to help with the basketball.
Right.
And with the basketball, with boys basketball, with the fundraising, and just getting stuff done.
Yeah.
It was more getting things done because I started doing things and taking initiative like this need to get done, this need to get done. And then next thing you know, I was just doing stuff because if it didn't get done, we weren't going to be successful.
Right.
So, and people started with him and others noticed, who was this lady? Who was Miss Goodwin?
Right.
That's a Coach Goodwin. I hear so much about you. I'm like, what have you heard? You moving around here like you somebody. You got keys, you doing this, you doing that.
Right.
And now to the new year, then to this school year, it's just like automatic. I gotta get this done. And last year, I learned from my mistakes, but I learned what didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna do this. This is working. So
Right.
this year, things are going a lot smoother. And then I'm trying to get ahead of the game and just make things better for the athletics ever shine
There you go.
and to improve it. So
Shout out to you for that, man. Man. So my last one gonna sting a little. Toughest loss. What's that one loss that you just like still to this day can't get over?
To this day.
To this day. It's like that one, every time somebody bring it up, you like, bro, why would you even?
Be ready to fight.
Yeah, straight up.
oh man.
Cause I know mine petty, mine in 5th grade. I ain't gonna tell you the story, but it's in 5th grade. Like, that must still make me mad.
Oh man.
There you go. There you go. There it is.
In the 7th grade, 8th grade, 7th grade,
Right.
elementary school.
Okay.
Playing, we had to play a football game. 6th, 7th, and 8th graders played against each other. So
Yeah.
whoever won played whoever
I
lost.
remember that. Yeah, we did that too.
We were in the mud. We were over there in Baden, the park in Baden,
Oh yeah, right off of Broadway.
right off of
Yeah,
Broadway.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Man, we lost that game. We weren't supposed to lose. We were supposed to. And then I fell, and I was in a skirt because I went to a Catholic school.
Yeah, Gimlin, that's the name. Yeah.
I was mad. I fell in the mud, and we lost. I'm not saying because we lost. I said we should have won.
Yeah.
But then you have prima donnas on the team. That's what
Yep.
happens.
Yep.
Because I was just like, I didn't care. Skirt and all. Let's
Right,
go.
let's get it.
We're supposed to win.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was. Yeah.
That's the fire I was looking for. Yeah. All right, look, that's the look too.
Hey,
she got that mama mentality. Yeah.
We should have won that game.
Yep.
All you
It
had to
never
do was
leaves you.
run that
It
game.
never leaves
my
you. Oh my God. I can't even tell my story because I get mad. Like, I'll probably flip this table over. Bro, if you just would have.
Man.
I straight fell in the mud in the skirt like I'm
Yup.
taking one for the team.
And you lose.
Anyway.
And you lose. Fred, what's yours, bro?
You can't have prima donnas, man. They
Nah,
hurt.
not in sports. Nah, that's dead, bro. Like, you let that go in between the lines, man. So
I'll probably say mine would be I used to play Sunday night softball right over here at Forest Wood.
Okay.
okay.
And we got to a championship game. We
killer.
had well, the inning before, it was like bases loaded, up to bat. I was hitting dingers, sticking the ball.
He said
Boom.
dingers.
For real.
Yeah.
Hey, I was on, and it got so crazy that the opponent, the Forest Wood football baseball field didn't have fences, so they could play as deep as they wanted to.
Yeah.
So I had in the bat. It was bases loaded. It probably would have put us in an even better position to win the title. Stunned the ball. Bang. Ball was deep, but the dude played so far back.
Right.
Caught the ball. That was it. But we went into the last inning up by I believe 2 runs.
Okay.
So bottom of the ninth, all we need is 3 outs. We get 1 out, cool. Then all of a sudden they get a base hit. So you had a man on base, next guy at the bat, whatever, and I think we had 2 outs. And all of a sudden, it was a man on second, I believe. Guy goes up the bat, bink, hits a base hit right in between me and because I played shortstop, me and the second baseman. It was like a soft little liner that went.
Oh
over our
man,
heads.
yeah. So you between the outfield and the infield,
yeah.
yeah.
It just
So
Right.
so excuse me. I said it was. I think it was up by 2.
Yeah.
They end up scoring 3 runs to win that game.
Golly.
man.
And I was crushed because we was right there. And like I said, if they would have had like a fence,
You'd have been, yeah.
I would have had a home
Hit a
run.
400-foot home,
Yeah,
400-foot out, pop out.
Yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
And then for us to be right there, 1 out away,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they get base hits, and the ball landed right between me
That's
and
sports,
the
dog.
second baseman. I was like, boom.
Yep.
And then my other one was bowling. I had a $2.99.
A who?
$2.99.
Did you?
Swear.
I was pissed. I was bowling for a bowling league.
Yeah.
ask
Because if
Jason.
you get a 300, you get free bowling and all types of shit.
Ask Jason. Cause
Okay.
Yeah, we play on the same bowling league. He
Yeah,
got me
yeah.
playing. And yeah, boom, knock him down, boom, boom. Last one. Last bowl.
Which pin was it?
Goes down.
It was 10 pin.
And
wasn't
see, I had my curve and everything,
Okay.
just like on ESPN.
it? Right, you had to throw that in there.
Oh, yeah. So,
Oh, okay.
Right.
doing my thing.
You got a glove on?
And no, but I have my towel, so I have my little routine.
Right,
going
yeah.
out, make sure I hit. All of a sudden, boom, perfect spin. Everything was right. Hit the correct pin,
Okay.
and the one on the
The
far
left,
left,
the 10.
it
7,
tink,
7. Yeah.
Oh, it teetered.
Yeah.
and then stayed up.
I was going to ask because you right hand. I was like, it's probably that 7.
Yeah, and because people was watching from different lanes and coming around.
Yeah, when somebody getting close to 300, the whole bowling alley shut down.
and
Because they know you about to get free bowling for life
Like
up in that mud. Like, oh, this dude bowling a perfect game.
yeah, I was crushed, man. It's like, Bunny says, when I was asked how her game went,
She ain't want to talk about it.
she would tell me one.
That's the
too
one
many
I was looking
times,
for.
I
Right.
don't want to talk
That's the
about it.
one.
Man, Bunny. She knows me too well because if I don't want to talk about it, she knows it's all
Me
bad.
too, yep.
So I started talking about it now. Not just kickball or any sports. It's just anything. At first, I don't want to talk about it.
I'm still to this day like that.
But now I start talking about it. It's therapy because if I don't get it out and keep it in,
Mine ain't coming out.
it has to. I can't get my blood pressure elevated.
There you go, yeah. I just act like it ain't happened. I'm like, man, look, I don't want to talk about it, bro.
She's like, dang. She
Yeah.
hasn't heard that in a while from me, so we're doing good.
There you go.
All right, so that was getting baked, aka
Keeping it a buck.
keeping it a buck.
Yeah.
How did I do?
You did good. You did
Okay.
perfect.
Great job.
Exquisite job.
Exquisite.
Yeah, there you
Okay,
go.
then.
Gucci girlfriend got it going on.
So up next, we have Joe Knows. This is everything related to
Yeah.
baseball and hockey. And Joe, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Awesome.
Doing
No.
well. You have Coach Suzanne Goodwin breaking barriers out in this thing. So, ladies, y'all just take over. We gonna
kick back.
We gonna kick back, step away for a minute.
I'm looking at Lego Master, so I'm good.
No, but our condolences to you and your family. I know you lost someone very important to you.
Oh,
So
man.
hope everything is well with you. And once again, prayers up to you and your family.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So, how have you been? I haven't seen you at work. What's going on with you?
Not much, really. Just trying to get stuff ready for like the service and whatnot for my boiler, but really just been sitting at home a lot.
Yeah, I totally understand. Thoughts going back, I know it's been about a week and a half or so now, but your thoughts overall in regards to the NHL All-Star Weekend here in St. Louis. From what I've heard and seen, it was St. Louis definitely won that weekend. A lot of people from out of town were saying how well they were received, how Union Station was popping when they had the Fan Fest, to the All-Star Weekend festivities, All-Star Friday night, and then going to the All-Star game. What were your biggest takeaways and thoughts of All-Star Weekend here?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I really enjoyed watching that with some friends and family, the skills competition and the actual game itself. Probably the first time I watched the entire game in probably a couple of years. Because I think I mentioned a little bit ago that it's kind of how they have it now is kind of boring, but I wanted to watch it this time. But I really like that new skills competition when they're on top that you were talking about. They were top and they had to shoot it into the different holes, I guess you can say.
Right.
That was cool. I think they can do a better job of it next year. Like I know also with the accuracy shooting, they tried making it like they used to have just like plates, I guess you can say, that were bullseyes, and they'd have to hit them. But this year they would hit all around it, and it wouldn't count. And so like there was a couple people I knew, like Barzell maybe was one about that. He hit every single one super fast, but it didn't work. So I think they need to go back to the old school stuff. But Connor McDavid lost his title, I think 3 years in a row, the fastest skater. So that was cool. It was cool seeing the Kachuk brothers there and the Kachuk with the Molina hockey jersey and whatnot. Yeah. But I don't know. It was a really fun time.
Okay, see that.
Yeah, it's different than any of the other All-Star games, I feel like. But it was really fun. It was cool seeing all the hockey players on Twitter, on Instagram, saying, like, thank you to St. Louis, for hosting such a great weekend. It's just really good for the city, and that's what I love.
And it looks like, I know it's not confirmed, but it looks like we may be playing, I forgot which team it was, but doing like
Minnesota?
Yeah, next year's Winter Classic in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So that should be pretty dope for the Blues to hold that down as well. And going to the Blues, they just got done, of course, once again with the All-Star break. Started off kind of rough, had a couple of road games, going to Canada and not doing too well. But then yesterday they came out, had like 5-6 goals yesterday, defeating Carolina was it Hurricanes? Yeah, Carolina.
Yeah, Hurricanes.
So thoughts on the Blues right now? Any cause for concern? Do you feel any moves need to be made, or should we just stand pat and wait on Tarasenko to come on back?
Well, it was funny because we had on the game to see Eddie get his ring last night, and I was asking my husband, I was like, how are the standings looking? Because I think we won maybe 2 games in the last weeks or so full of games because we haven't been doing too hot. And he said we're still in first place. Like those standings are still in first place by at least 6 points. And that's how good we've been in the first half of the year because we've literally went on a giant rut like before the All-Star break and after the All-Star break. And we're still in first place, so it's mind-blowing. But I definitely think that they're going to do something. I don't know if it's going to be a move like Kreider with the Rangers or maybe Toffoli with the Kings, but I do think Army's going to do something. Like, obviously, Tarasenko has been skating as of late, but it still might take him a little bit since it's a shoulder injury.
Yeah, we're looking right now on the screen, and overall in hockey, the Washington Capitals lead with 77 points. Then that team from Boston with 76, and then the Blues right there 72. So we top 3 in all of hockey and number 1 in the conference. So as you said before, having that great start, they're looking good. And then more reinforcements should be on the way, hopefully very soon with Tarasenko. Are you getting the vibe? I feel like I'm kind of like picking up a little bit just from hearing his post game interviews. But is Craig Berube starting to be like Greg Popovich and Bill Belichick with his responses now?
I mean, I haven't really been watching some of his posts on Twitter, but I haven't really been watching his interviews or anything.
But it's kind of like
his curve game.
Yeah, he be either getting like real direct or he'll ask the reporter, well, what you see out there? Right. Well, yeah, that's what I saw too. Right. Stuff like that.
Curve game strong.
Yeah. So it's like, he got used to winning.
Right.
That championship. Now you gotta have a different kind of persona.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
but I do like even like for instance last night when Joe Edmondson received his ring. But you can just see the culture that Craig Berube has placed, along with Doug Armstrong and Tom Stillman with the Blues team. Is it just me, or does it feel like and y'all can answer as well, with the Blues winning the championship, do y'all feel like the tide has shifted to which you just can't say St. Louis is a baseball town anymore?
Nope.
Nope.
Nah, not on one
You can't say
championship.
that anymore.
Nah, we got to get a dynasty going for you can say that. Like, they always been a good team. They always been in the hunt. But to only get one championship, like, especially the way we got it, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people outside of St. Louis could label it as just a fluky year because of how we won it with the quote-unquote replacements. You know what I mean? But you got to respect the way they did it. You got to respect the grind and the grit that they did to do it. But I don't think you can actually say, especially because, I mean, baseball, we've been going back from forever with baseball teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a certain group that specifically hone in on hockey, but everybody in St. Louis is with the Cardinals. Everybody across the board. A lot of people just not getting, and me included, just not getting on board with the Blues. So yeah, it's always gonna be a baseball town to me. That's my opinion.
We have so much history with baseball.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Championships or none.
Yeah.
We always been top of our game here, year in and year out, give or take. But
Yep.
as far as hockey, like me, I'm just tuning in. So
Yep.
I mean, St. Louis is a sports town,
Yep.
but baseball has always been the dominant sport for real. So
You know, even when we had football, it was always baseball. It's baseball first.
yeah,
straight
everybody
up.
know about those Cardinals over the
Yeah,
Redbirds.
there's some people that don't mess with the Rams and don't mess with the Blues. Everybody mess with the Cardinals. Yeah,
I love going. That's why I love going to the game.
yeah. Everybody do.
Joe, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, obviously baseball is always going to be number one here. I think within the last handful of years with the Winter Classic, the Stanley Cup winner, and then also having the All-Star game, obviously that's showing St. Louis more to be also a hockey town. It's always going to be more of a baseball town, but I think people are starting to realize, even with all the kids that have been drafted in the NHL, a lot of them in the last couple of years have been from St. Louis. And so, I mean, I think it's like 50-50 right now, honestly. But then, like, with the XFL and the MLS coming, like, I think it's honestly always going to be baseball, but we're a big – I think we're a big sports town just in general.
Right. Yeah, we just had a setback with, the stuff that happened in Ferguson and, but now that St. Louis has really revitalizing a lot of stuff downtown. Like, if you go by Busch Stadium, which I haven't been down there in a few months.
Yeah, me neither.
Even though we'll be down there.
Yeah, when they open it, grand opening,
doing
baby.
some commercial shoots very soon. Watch out, y'all.
Nice plug. I see you there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey, we fancy there.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
So,
Yeah.
watch out for some good stuff coming
Yeah.
for the Platform Sports Talk show.
Yeah.
We'll provide more details when the time. Matter of fact, next Saturday is our first
it's
one.
getting close, yeah.
So we'll provide more details next week.
Yeah.
So in case y'all want to come on out and just show some support.
Yeah.
But so going back, just seeing how the area has changed. It's so great that the Blues have done what they done.
Man.
I felt, and sports, it brings people together
Yeah.
in ways that other things can't.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? How many? I know. I wish there was like some kind of graph or something. How many more people of color started being more interested in hockey ever since that playoff run last year?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said, I still ain't bought it yet. I'm getting it for next show.
What, jersey?
But no, the bottle.
Oh,
the
okay,
championship
the bottle.
bottle.
Got you.
The champagne bottle. I heard the champagne ain't all that good, but I just want the champagne bottle to be on the table. Yeah.
I got you.
Souvenir, yeah. So like, those everywhere. They had Quick Trip, they had liquor stores, they all over the place. You know what I'm saying? We never saw that. A lot of people. I got a Blues jacket now. I never owned any Blues merchandise prior to the championship. I'm not gonna lie. So now, so just stuff like that, you know what I mean?
And actually, that's the reason why I wanted my hoodie to be like this, because it's yellow.
I thought it was Mizzou.
But I have.
It looked more Mizzou. I think you
right.
lying. Okay, all right.
This.
Nah, you slick. It looked Mizzou in front and Blues on the back. You slick. You ain't slick. And hair stones. And you playing any kind of way. Yeah, you ain't slick. Yeah, all right.
It was strictly
Smooth.
about the Blues on this one.
Okay.
But when I get some other ones, y'all get y'all's too, the Oak brand. But
Yeah.
definitely gotta do some variety.
Right.
But that's why I asked about the Blues overall, because I feel like with them winning, it just kind of like, especially seeing the parade and everything.
Man, that was big.
I just feel like it just kind of brought a lot of more people together.
Yeah.
And I think it also put the pressure on the
Cardinals,
Cardinals.
yep, it definitely did. That's why they made the playoffs last year. I ain't gonna lie. They was a sunken ship until the Blues won that championship.
Right, and because for a minute, with the Blues was having that run in the playoffs, a lot of people was kind of like the Cardinals was like on the back burner.
That's what I'm saying.
But then once the Blues
They're
got
playing terrible at the time.
They
too.
sure was.
Right, right.
And they stepped their game up right after that immediately.
As soon as the Blues season won and everything shifted back to the Cardinals, everybody like, what the hell is going on with this damn team?
True. Oh man.
That's why the Rams gone. They couldn't handle the pressure.
Oh no, that's Crocky.
That is too.
That's a whole nother story right
He
there.
definitely couldn't handle it, and he just don't mind him. We ain't even gonna talk about him.
Is there a team, Joe, that fears you the most in regards to the Blues?
That fears me.
Yes, that one team that you say, if you see them in the playoffs, I don't want to face them. They may.
Just
The Avalanche.
okay.
Oh.
Long as she ain't say the Blackhawks.
Oh no, Blackhawks.
Right.
They're rebuilding right now.
I know, yeah, but as long I'm cool with anybody besides them.
The Blackhawks back in the day.
Back in the day, exactly. Them and the Red Wings, our
them
biggest
and the
rivals.
Kings.
Yeah, and the Kings.
Yeah, and the
yep,
Kings.
yep,
But
yep.
I don't know. Right now, it's probably between the Avalanche and then the Stars. I know we're, like a handful or more or so points in front of them, but we got like Rantanen and McKinnon on the same team, and then Sagan and Jamie Benn and others, and Ben Bishop on the other team. Like
St. Louis.
And you know how it was last year watching that Dallas Stars series go 7 games. Like I was at that game 7. That was terrifying, and they got better this year. So I mean, they're scary, and so are the Avalanche.
And you told me before you still haven't recovered from the playoff run last year.
Yes, I think most of it was that game, honestly. Because of that double overtime, we were there for that. So that was miserable, but honestly, it was worth it.
So let's shift into actually before I do that, Suzanne, I know I should have asked you this earlier, but what were your thoughts of Kobe Bryant passing?
We gotta talk about this every show, man.
It was sad. Okay, of course it was sad. It was devastating. I thought about his daughter. Mm-hmm. She loved the game. It was, man, I couldn't believe it. I was still in awe. Like, damn, like for real? Mm-hmm. Like, nah. I'm like, for real? No.
Can't be.
Like, for real? And then I said, who that's a dirty trick or dirty hoax.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
When I found out, my brother texted me, and I'm like, what? What, bye? Like, I flipped over to social media. There wasn't nothing posted. I said, he tripping. But my thoughts, it was, that's like a hard one to swallow for real.
Yeah.
That was a hard one to swallow. And I keep saying there's different posts how Vanessa is just putting different things up. The one I saw recently when he was watching Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And I laughed. You want me to, what? She wanted me to read. You got to be kidding me. Like,
Yeah.
But that's like one of those memories you cherish. And I said, he loved his girls.
Right.
Yeah.
But she wanted him to read to her
Right.
while he watching the Super Bowl.
Right.
I laugh. And I just hate, with his wife and the 2 other daughters, I just feel bad.
Yeah.
Gone too soon. We never know the day nor the hour. And you cannot take things for granted.
Right.
I mean, it goes that far with me at times. Everybody thinks, we're going to see him. You don't know. But that was a hard one to swallow. And, why did you have to talk?
That's my reaction every
you
time.
blew my happy high.
Yeah, I'm
You
sorry.
put me-
I'm sorry. We like I said, we get deep. We get deep.
We do. We definitely do.
And like with me, it's times where I think you're gonna just hear one day, like I can just envision him finding a way to escape. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The helicopter, and all of a sudden you see him waving his hand like, "Hey,
Right.
That's the kind of mindset you have with Kobe. Like that's something that you may
When
he
I
would
heard
do.
I was like, oh man, he made it. He found a way. Him and his daughter. I don't know about
Yeah.
the other people. It was like a superhero thing because
Right.
he's
Yep.
legendary in the game, And it's like, nah, he couldn't. Him, no, not him. Everybody else, yeah. Not trying to be mean or anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, he can't go right now.
Right.
He got to be there for his girls. He has to be there for the wife. His daughter's on, on the come up, and it's just like
Getting started.
getting started.
Joe, the effect Kobe Bryant had on you.
Honestly, it's really sad. I remember my brother texted me about it, and I didn't believe it. And it's sad regardless, but it's just so sad. Like, his daughter was with them, and I thought 7 other people were there too. We were talking about it. Like what was, I don't know how fast it took for that helicopter to go down, but like, was he telling his girl like, hey, it's okay, we're gonna be okay, and like just hold on to her or something, like just thinking about that just like broke my heart, because that's, it's his daughter. He's probably trying to do everything he can to comfort her, and something that he knows for a fact is not going to be okay. So it just makes it a little bit harder, because his family was there with him and whatnot. But it also just sucks. I mean, me, my husband, and my brother watched his last game when he just went off, and he was just starting his life, being a dad. So that's what's so depressing about it.
Right.
Yeah, he actually, they said he was actually holding her when they found the bodies. That's what make it even worse. Like, he was trying to protect her from it. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. I think the hardest story was when I saw Elle Duncan from ESPN report about it.
Yeah.
And she was like, the first time she met Kobe, she just wanted to take a picture with him. She was in soccer or whatever like that. And she was pregnant at the time. And she said the first thing he asked her was like, what are you having? And she's like, a girl. He's like, oh, girls are special. You lucky, blah, blah, blah. And she, like, the whole 30-minute conversation was about him talking about girls. He was excited. He was talking about how his wife they got their 4th daughter now, but at the time they only had 3, and they was trying to have another one, and she wanted to have a boy, and he was hoping for it to be another girl.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So,
that video, I watched that video. I'm almost like a baby watching that video, but it's crazy, because like, we sit here, we put all these athletes on a pedestal, and like,
yeah,
we have to remember they're literally just human, just like us. Like, we get so mad watching the Cardinals suck, or they're not doing enough, or the Blues had a bad game, but then like something like this happens, and then it's literally just a reality check that they're just human.
Yep.
And speaking of the Cardinals, let me switch this over real quick. Going to the Cardinals, man. So, less than a week, my favorite time of the year, spring training comes, man.
Yeah.
I love seeing
Jupiter.
I love seeing the reports from Derek Gould, how he have just videos of batting practice and players throwing to each other, and seeing the legends come in and participate, like Ozzie and Willie McGee and Edmonds and whomever else. I would love to see Scott Rowland come back and do some stuff with the team as well.
Man.
But Joe, your thoughts on spring training being right around the corner, and also
it is.
Oh, well, yeah, go ahead first. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say it is one of the best times of year. Just like, I don't even have to see a video, if I just hear like the crack of the bat and like the ball hitting the mitts, like that just gets me excited. Like, I don't care if you're a Marlins fan or an Orioles fan, that should get you excited. It's just some of the best sounds in the world to me, honestly.
Yeah. Totally agree. Speaking of excited, how excited are you about this Cardinals lineup?
I mean, I'd be a lot more excited if there was like a number 4 hitter, but I mean, what are we gonna do? Like, I can't remember. It was Ben Fred. I was reading the comments this morning on Twitter. A fan was going back and forth about how the Cardinals, like, you see the Dodgers who won 106 games, and they are still trying to go out and, make their team better.
They sure did.
And then Ben Fred's like, the Cardinals are never going to do that. Their goal is just to be, pretty much their goal is just to be a winning team.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. Like, why is your goal just to be an above 500 team or to have a winning season? Why is your goal not trying to win the World Series every year?
Exactly.
And it goes
So
back.
that's what, like, breaks my heart as a lifetime Cardinals fan, or even just baseball fan. Like, seeing Mookie Betts he's not going to re-sign with the Boston Red Sox. That breaks my heart.
And
This
then
guy's
look
like
where
a
he went.
once-in-a-lifetime player.
Right.
Yeah.
And then to me, it just goes back to the Cardinals are just stuck in their ways because they've been so successful over the last few years, whether it's been going to the playoffs or being a game, a game out of going to the playoffs. They lack that urgency, and like you just said, Joe, the Dodgers they had the best record in the NL
did. They
last
smashed
year,
the record.
and you still are hungry as if you
They thirsty.
if you had the worst record in all of baseball. And now you just acquired Mookie Betts and got David Price.
That's crazy.
It's a move that the Cardinals were scared to make because they don't trust themselves in believing that they can keep a guy for more than 1 year.
Yep.
Even though Goldschmidt,
The Red Sox didn't either, apparently.
right?
They let him go.
And Goldschmidt, when he signed, he's gonna be only there for a year, but he fell in love with the team before he even made it out of Florida from spring training.
Yeah.
So it's that fear that the Cardinals are messing with right now. They're playing the what if, or let's see how
Put
this
them on
goes.
that segment.
Yeah, let's see how this goes by playing
They playing safe ball.
right, by trying to see. Okay, let's see what Tyler O'Neill can do. Let's see about Bader again. Let's see
bro.
about this guy. Well, maybe Dylan Carlson will come up and do something. It's too many maybes
What else?
or
Yeah.
what else.
Yeah, when you got a guarantee,
That's
like
what
you
it's
said.
been like the last couple of years is what ifs and hopefully or hope so and maybes. Like, that's what's been so aggravating. And like we were talking about it today, me and my husband, like, we don't want to give these superstars contracts or take on their contract, but we won't hesitate to give Paul DeYoung, who only had 1 year in the majors, pay off the rest of his arbitration year
Right.
and give him a big contract. Like it's things like that. They'd rather just pay people who aren't proven yet, and then just hope and pray to God that they're going to be something. And that's not like that they're winning technically, but if fans are going to start, like I seen a picture today the Cardinals put up, you can see empty seats. Like
Yeah.
growing up, there's never been empty seats, but the older I get, there's more and more empty seats because people that were my age, younger, are growing up and realizing that the organization, they're not playing us, but they're just not trying hard enough. And as a kid, you don't realize that. You're just like excited to watch these guys play baseball, but now the older you get, you want to see them win, and it's not happening as much anymore.
I feel like they won't admit it because the Cardinals, but I feel like they're low key in the rebuilding stage.
But they don't have to.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
the thing. They got a good core, and they just one superstar away from turning that corner, but they just scared to do it. And they've been like that for the last couple of years, and that's what we kept saying. Yeah.
They won't let loose.
You make that one big move, and we back on that fast. That's crazy, especially with pitching.
It's like last year we got Goldschmidt, and what happened? We made the playoffs. We got Goldschmidt, Andrew Miller,
Exactly.
made the playoffs. If you add now to Paul Goldschmidt, now that Ozuna's gone, something might happen.
Yep.
But I don't know if they realize that, but I think they're honestly just putting all their money on all these kids. And I'm not sure. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. But if Tyler O'Neill comes out and hits 30 bombs and bats a 250, because 250 is good nowadays,
Right.
I guess I can, hit myself or something. But I don't see it happening.
And I saw that you were a little softball star back in your day. Were you a catcher?
Yeah.
The hardest position.
Yeah, played, I was catcher, honestly, probably from, like, 4th or 5th grade up until college.
There we
Played
go.
select ball, high school, college ball.
So we have some athletes, some women athletes representing tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shouts out to y'all. So if you are a Boston Red Sox fan, how do you feel right
That's
now?
what y'all get.
How do you feel right now? And I know, Joe, you probably love it because they
I
are,
love it too. I hate them.
because they are the other team that cheated.
I'm a Yankees and a Cardinals fan. I can't stand them cats. I hate them.
So,
They
you
swept
know.
us out the World Series and they beat the Yankees before they got there.
Right. So,
I hate
hey,
'em.
all I hear, Joe, is how come they ain't highlighting Boston Red Sox more? Well, now Boston just went on and did their own
Yeah,
little
cheating a little
Pesico
self.
Burris and shot themselves.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, yeah. They're saying that's why they
And I
couldn't keep
saw
David
it. I
Price.
saw
Or the
someone-
manager, Joe. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, as I saw on Twitter last night, I was Peter Gammons, he's like saying that they probably got rid of Mookie Betts and
Yep.
David Price, obviously to save money because they're well over $100 million for those two people, but that they know that they're going to get penalized and they're going to lose draft picks. and that's why they did it.
Mm-hmm.
And Mookie Blaylock.
Blaylock, golly.
Wow.
Way back.
Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
He's like a top 5 player in the game.
Facts. He was every
Yeah, I
year
would
he played a
probably
full
say
season. He was
he's
an
the
MVP
second player.
consideration.
Yeah.
And that's why they got rid of that manager too,
He's
because of their
won
cheating
MVP.
scandal.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, say it again, Joe.
I was just gonna say, I think he's probably second behind Trout.
Yeah,
maybe
that's what I'm
third.
saying.
But
If he
he's
played a full
won
season.
MVP, batting titles, Gold Gloves, World Series, like all this in like 6-7 years with Boston. And if you're a Boston fan, you have to be upset. Like I heard that he was already like demanding a $400 million contract,
Yeah.
which I mean, Mike Trout didn't even get that, but still, like I hate it. Like you're the Boston Red Sox. You know, you're one of the most historic franchises in the league. Have so much money,
Yeah.
but you're getting rid of Mookie Betts. The same thing with the Indians. They're going to give up on Francisco Lindor because they can't re-sign him. Nolan Arenado is going to be traded at some point this year.
Please tell
I'm not saying it's going to be us, but it's going to happen.
You know they're not gonna do that.
Too much like
And back to our point, that they said the Boston Red Sox gross over $500 million a year.
wow. Dang.
Y'all can't pay these people.
Oh, they can pay. All right.
Right. They don't
just
want to do
choose
the luxury
not to.
tax.
It's sad. Like,
It
that's where
is.
baseball's at now. You know, it's depressing. Like, you can't even pay these studs that are so exciting to watch, and it's
People-
depressing. Now
That's how
there's
y'all gonna make y'all money.
Players that are bringing people to the game.
Exactly. And it's gonna hurt. It's gonna ultimately hurt your franchise. That's the money that's coming in is the box office guys, and y'all letting them go for nothing.
What are
like right now, why do fans come to Cardinals games? Paulie Molina,
right?
Jack
Yep.
Flaherty, and Paul Goldschmidt. You know, like
and
those are the three
and
guys.
Harrison Bader for the girls.
Yeah, like I said, he's pretty, but he's pretty and he can get dirty in the outfield. That's about it.
No, my sisters, they on Martinez. Shout out to all 5 of my sisters that's probably watching right now. They love to do it. And I'm sorry. I'm still sorry that I went to the Flamingo Bowl and met them, and I didn't take a picture with them for y'all. They still mad
You
about
talking about
that.
Carlos Martinez?
Carlos Martinez was down
Really?
to Flamingo Bowl for his birthday one summer, and I was walking down the Washington Strip, and they was like, I was like, what's going on here? And the bouncer was like, oh, Carlos Martinez having a birthday party. He had his little pink hair in or whatever. He's like, you go in there and take a picture? I'm like, man, I ain't no fan like that. I tell him I said what's up, and I walked off. And I ain't think about my sisters till later on when I talked to my sister. Was like, oh yeah, Carlos Martinez having a birthday party out here at the Flamingo. What? And she lost it. You didn't take a picture with him? I didn't think about it. I like walked off and went down to Rosalita's. I'm sorry. So I'm still sorry to all 5 of y'all because they fan out for that guy.
Damn.
I don't care who it is. If I see Javier Baez on the street, I'm gonna take a picture with the guy.
Yeah.
I can't stand him.
I ain't big on taking
stud,
pictures with
and I'm gonna take a
celebrities. I've
picture.
never done. I met like a lot of them, especially when I was in LA a couple years ago, and like I like the actual interaction with them. But for me to be like, hey man, let me get one with you for the gram, I can't never just do that. I'm just that type of dude. I don't know why. Like I think it's pride more than anything. But
And see, like me, if I was to meet a celebrity again or whatever, my first thought would be here. Tag us on
Marketing.
exactly, yeah, exactly,
Like,
yeah.
I'm
It's a
so
different
big,
mind
I'm
state,
so
yeah.
big in promoting. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, hey,
Right.
you know, let me get you saying, hey, check out the platform. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
Just
Yeah, I'm more of a
elevate.
story dude. I hate them like that, but I'm more like, man, I remember I met such and such. I don't got no proof though. I'm like, I remember I met such and such, and he was cool, you know that. Like I met Kevin Willis when I was in Atlanta a couple weeks ago. Came in the restaurant he owned, and he sat there and talked to me and my girl for a minute, and he was real cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I ain't think to be like, man, let me get one, and I be on the show. I don't think to shout out the show and nothing like that. I just was. I'm like, I remember Kevin Willis back when with Dominique Wilkins era. I was like, I was like with the double elbow pads and everything. I was just excited to meet him, but I never thought to get my phone out and take that picture though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It varies with me.
Yeah.
When I was down in Atlanta for Super Bowl last year,
yeah,
I was went out to dinner with my son for his birthday, and we were walking down the street. I said, "Is that Chris Webber?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Hey, Chris, how you doing?" No, I said, "Hey, Mr. Webber." I just have to. I don't know you, but
Yeah.
And he was it was a little kid he was with, and come to find out he was with his family.
Yeah.
And he spoke to us, shook our hand and everything. We were on our way, and we went to the restaurant. We saw him, and we were just like, when people are out to eat for real, That's your family. It feels special for
Exactly.
your
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Let you have that time.
Exactly.
That's how I am.
Yeah.
Now, if we was out there on the, hey,
Oh yeah. At an event. Shout out to my homeboy Marlon that was down in Miami for the Super Bowl. He was at an event with a lot of people. He got
Right.
pictures with Jerry Rice, Kevin Hart,
Okay.
Michael Blackson. Like I was showing him. Like that type of event is different. But if you just bump into him, you see they kind of busy doing something. Like I don't want to bother you, man. I just want to say what's up. Appreciate everything you did, man. I remember watching you since I was a kid. You know,
Right.
do your thing, man. I'll break out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
I get why some people, when they get upset and, they
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
out on
yeah.
social media. But I'm
Right.
like, you have to respect. How would you like somebody to do you
Exactly.
like that?
I see. I don't want to do that.
Hey, go.
And I think about it when I get done, like I should have did it though. Like it ain't nothing but real quick. But like you said, at the time, you thinking like as a human, you like I know how I would be if I was just going to the gas station, getting something real quick, trying to break out. I wouldn't want this little fan in my face trying to get pictures or whatever. And that's kind of like what I be thinking. I hate I do that.
Hey, knowing me, if I would have saw Chris Webber, I'd be like, don't call time out.
You're wrong. Really? Damn.
Come on, bro.
Really?
Come on, dog. I man.
Dang. Really?
Oh man.
All right, y'all. It's the Platform Sports Talk Show, man.
Yeah.
Once again, your boy Smooth, along
B
with
Baker.
special guest.
Suzanne Goodwin.
And on the line, we got...
I don't know, Joe. You never had to do that before.
I know.
Right. And he do that too. He did like that last week. So he do a promo at the last. I'm like, oh yeah. So
Put y'all on the spot,
right.
boy.
Oh.
No.
I got two questions. Is it time for us to fear the Cincinnati Reds?
I think so, yeah. I've been trying to convince my brother of this, but, I mean, I think they got a pretty good lineup now. For some reason, that was like their weak spot last year, even though they still had the names. They just weren't, because they had a weak lineup like we did, but they fixed that, and I think their rotation's probably top 5 and maybe the majors, but for sure in the NL.
And then second, your thoughts on your Astros getting Dusty Baker as head coach?
I like it. It's going to be a little bit different just because he's more on the old school side, but Astros are still going to have, the new school analytics and whatnot. So, I mean, I like it. They still got the talent on the team. I don't think that's going to change much with just what a manager can do, but I told you this. I don't think he was treated right by the Cubs or the Nationals, so I'm happy that he has another chance of, coaching a team, and he's coaching one of the best teams in the league with that lineup, so I'm happy for him.
And what I like the most is
He ain't gonna cheat.
that, right? He's such an old school guy, and then he's one of the people that will say, "Don't talk to my teammates, talk to me. I'll take, take the rap, or you got a question about something, get at me." But his main goal is to defer all what happened in the past.
Yeah.
And he's not big on the analytics like these now coaches are. You know what I'm saying? He's more to the old school. So if you bring a laptop, a tablet to him, iPad,
He ain't gonna know how to use
I
it.
don't want that mess.
Right.
No,
Give me the scorecard.
We gonna go back to basics.
Right.
And we gonna show.
I got a pencil in my ear.
Right. we gonna show that we don't need to have this and that to win. So and I
Right.
really hope that he does that, because that'll be
Yeah,
good.
I think he'll be more kind of like a Shelton.
Yeah.
He's old school, but he knows that analytics are now changing the game, and it is the game. But he's also, defense is the main goal, and just put the ball in play type thing. I think Dusty's going to be the same way.
Right. All right. Well, that was another edition of Joe Knows.
Thank you, Joe.
Did you have
Thanks, Joe.
any questions for anybody?
No questions about like your guys' hoodies and coffee cups.
Right on. Appreciate it. Oh, here you go.
They look good on the screen.
Yeah.
Now I can see zoom in and everything. All right. All right. There we go. So I
right then.
appreciate that, Joe.
Yeah.
And once again, prayers for you and your family.
Yes.
And look forward to talking to you. Well, of course, I'll see you at work very soon. But, of course, on Joe Knows, not next week, but the week after it. So hope all is well with you, and talk to you later on.
Take your time healing.
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow and give some crap to Stanton again for not being there tonight.
Right. Once
I was
again.
gonna say that because she sure called him all last show, and
did.
here you go, not coming again.
Yeah. Every time she's on, Stan be gone.
Yep.
wow.
I just got a little rhyme going.
Yeah, right. Every time she gone, Stan, we gonna make that a segment.
Every time she on,
Stan be gone.
all right, Joe. Yeah, have a good one.
All right, you too, guys.
All right, y'all. That was Joe Knows.
Yep.
So, what we'll do is we don't condense these last few segments because we don't trying to have everybody out here too late. Real quick thoughts on the Super Bowl.
She was asleep.
Right.
Wait, all I have to say is I woke up to see Mr. Williams just running with the ball to get it in the end zone.
Yeah.
That was all that mattered.
Yep, he should have got the MVP in my opinion.
But
hell of a comeback.
it was. I know I saw that they were down.
Yeah.
You have to forgive me. See, my daughter had this swim meet, and Fashawn had 3 games going on Saturday. He had to turn around and do this swim meet. I was
You got a lot on your plate.
man. So I said, I'm gonna wake up. Hopefully, I can catch it. Come back. So, but anyway, actually, I liked the halftime show. J-Lo and Shakira, they were awesome. But
That's good to hear you said that because a lot of people were saying the opposite. Like they were mad because they had so much,
Yeah, they mad because they 50 and don't look like that.
Right.
That's all it is.
I just like it was because they had that Latin fly.
They dropped the ball. They had Wyclef or Ja Rule on there though. I was waiting.
They still had the Latin flavor going on.
You can't have Shakira there without Wyclef. Shakira. That's how I know her. So I need Wyclef to come and then post Ja. I just thought he was gonna at least get something. Ain't that funny? Or are you ready, man?
They were in Miami.
Oh man! But it was all about them. So I mean I know why they did it, but yeah, I had no problem with it. It was a good show.
Yeah, I actually watched all of that before I dozed back off. But no, the good game was awesome. They did a good comeback after halftime. They turned it around and Mr. Mahomes, he did his thing.
Man.
When I saw Mr. Williams, I woke up like seriously, and I'm just screaming and to the top of my lungs, run!
Mo Davis
I don't
says
know why he stopped doing
halftime
it.
was awesome.
Yeah, it was. Shout out. Yep. Yeah, I agree.
I love J-Lo's message.
Yeah. It was a good show, man.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the 49ers because they got a taste of kind of what the Falcons went through.
Hey, the same coach.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bruh, why did you stop running? Like, what was your problem?
Yeah.
You nutted up, like, flat out. Like,
He took his foot off the gas, and the main reason why they got to that point was running the ball. They stopped doing that.
I kind of knew they was going to win because I seen Travis Kelce energy when he got that touchdown.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, we finna finish them, dog. He threw the ball down, ran off, like, yeah, let's get this going. And I'm still, like, in shock that they just stopped running. Like, I don't know what they was thinking.
Did Jimmy G prove his haters right?
No, it was coaching. I don't think he had no control over that. Honestly, to me, in my opinion, I feel like the offensive coordinator put him in a position to where he wasn't anticipating that type of game plan. You know what I mean? Like, he could have done better. I get that. But for it being his first Super Bowl and him being in that spotlight for the first time, I don't feel like he did bad. So,
Do you see the 49ers going back next year?
nope. Hell no. You know why?
I don't know about you, yeah.
Right. Both my NFC teams going to be like, and it's in LA next year. Man, you got us messed up.
Wait, so why you don't see them going back?
Because I like the Saints and the Rams. And neither one of them going to let them go to LA for me and go back. One of them going to have to go next year.
Oh, really?
Man, one of them going to have to go next year.
You sure about that?
I'm very, look,
I'm just asking.
I'm going to go down there and ring some collars. Look, it better not be no Seahawks, no Cardinals, or no daggone freaking 49ers down there next year. I know that much.
Mo Davis says, hell no.
Exactly. She already know because she bad. I'm going to flip this table over, man. I'm going to burn my Kamara jersey.
She was a Broncos fan, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Ain't even in the conference.
On a whole another league.
Talking about some whole other stuff. Right. Right.
Do you have a team?
Actually, I do. Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes. I don't ask. It's one of those, my daddy.
Family, yo.
My
I already
daddy.
know it. Yo, that's tradition
It's
right
like
there.
my daddy.
Yo.
We talked about him a little bit the job that Mike Tomlin did,
Mm-hmm.
going through adversity, losing Ben Roethlisberger and the whole
AB.
losing AB, then
Le'Veon.
losing Le'Veon.
Yeah.
So many stuff that happened, but for him to still at the end of the season, I think it went down to like the last week that you were still eligible to make the playoffs. I think he proved a lot of doubters wrong
Exactly.
as well.
I like him. He's a good. I mean, he's just been in the game and he's been there for so long. And just as a coach, a man of color, I'm always just supporting and pushing. How many black coaches we have, and I'm looking at how many black quarterbacks. My sister and I always talk about that, and my dad too. Daddy always, we just always be family with that. But Tomlin, he's an awesome guy, and he has proven people wrong, and he's still standing. At the end of the day, he is still standing.
Still here, and you still.
Yeah, he's still here. Stan got to come back so we can do that, bro. I forgot all about that.
On the other end of the game, outside of San Fran, the Chiefs. Do you see a dynasty?
I do. They should have won last year. They gave the ball to Brady too late.
Yep.
And they definitely would have won the Super Bowl
That's right.
last year. So they could have been back-to-back champions easily had they
Yeah.
managed the clock correctly.
I'm thinking.
And they play in the same division as Mo Davis's.
Broncos ain't doing nothing. And so don't start. You ain't got no horse in this race. Yeah, pun all intended. You ain't got no horse in this race. Ain't no Broncos bucking no time soon.
Damn. I'll tell you how you really
No.
feel.
Right. Oh, that's me and her. We go way back to middle school. That's how we get down.
No Bronco Buster.
Yeah. My team was down.
So pretty much you're saying the Broncos don't have it on.
They ain't far off. I ain't gonna even lie. They just kind of like in the quarterback transition, trying to figure out. They was defensive minded team trying to figure out their way around. They got Flacco, and I don't know what they was thinking with him.
Or should I say luck or no luck? Huh?
Exactly. I see what you did there. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Turn the horseshoe the correct way.
Oh, man. Oh, she said, damn. Oh, we fight?
We always fight. That's what we do. You know that.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yup.
like I said, Pittsburgh, it's always one of them teams that you expect, like the Spurs.
Yeah.
You just expect
Man.
a certain level of greatness some way, somehow.
And they falling off too.
Yeah. Just like AB.
No, they ain't like AB, but yeah, they falling off.
Yeah. His story is crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, once again, y'all don't see the Chiefs dynasty.
I do. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I said. They could have won last year. Handle their business this year. I don't see them slowing down no time soon. I don't really see nobody in the AFC stopping them, honestly. So yeah, I think they got a dynasty in the making.
And then if you didn't see the Super Bowl pregame show, we announced the NFL award winners. And once again, shouts out to Icy Bruce going to the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Lutheran North's own Steve Atwater going to the Hall of Fame as well.
Yep.
For the rest, make sure that y'all join the other 300
Man.
people who watched the show this past Sunday. Just go back. You'll see it on
Fun
page.
show, man. Sadal came back and graced us, man.
Yeah.
You know, we had a little bit of fun with him. So definitely a fun show.
Yeah, most definitely. So, next year, game is in LA. Gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see.
Very, very, very.
I'm gonna be tuning in on that one.
Very, very
I know who better not be there.
Who?
Seahawks, 49ers, or Cardinals better not be there. Nobody out of our division need to be there.
All right, so we normally would think, okay, Super Bowl is over. That's said and done. Football's done.
Nah,
That's a
bro.
wrap.
Nah.
But it's a change starting this weekend.
Okay.
Game
The
changer.
return of the XFL. I don't know about y'all, but I am pretty excited
Yep.
about this season. What are your thoughts coming into this weekend?
I'm just waking up to the program, to be real talk. I was like, yeah, busy. I was like, oh man, it is coming this weekend. So I have to do my homework first.
Yeah.
But it is exciting to have a football team in here.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
St.
we got a
Louis
dope-
Battlehawks.
Yeah, we got a dope team name. First of all, we're not doing that.
Yes.
No, that's not what a Battlehawk sound. That's not a Battlehawk in my head. I don't know if it don't sound like that.
Really? That's not like that.
Battlehawk sound more like a falcon to me, so I can't make the noise. But I can't make the noise. I'm trying to Google it on my phone, but not like that.
Yeah.
That's the Atlanta Hawks. pelican or something. It's a street pigeon.
That call.
Hey, get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! That's what it is.
That's that alert call.
Right.
The first game of the season, you're gonna start hearing caca all over the dog.
Y'all better not. Y'all better not. That is not gonna be our rally cry. St. Louis, we gotta do better if that's gonna be it.
And speaking of which, I got the logo on the screen right now so everybody can see.
Hella dope. I'm getting me a hoodie, shirt, sweatpants, cap,
Socks.
finger. Oh yeah, socks. Oh yeah, socks definitely a must. My sock game in the summertime is crazy, so I'm definitely getting the Battle Hawks. Yes, sir.
One of the things that I did see, if I can pull this back up, so the XFL announced that every game that they have,
Every game.
they'll have at least one woman ref.
Wow.
Man, y'all
That's
just
awesome.
boy.
And I want to make sure I highlighted that with you being here.
Exactly.
Oh man, I gotta make sure I get to a game.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ponytail all out. Did you just cross your eyes? I see that's in 7th grade. Boy. Oh man. I was like kicked the nuts by some college bros.
Man.
Oh man,
That's the look you get right before that. They go to college bros.
And
Oh man.
said that they're gonna have 4 high schools at every home. I believe they have like 5 home games.
Okay.
They're gonna have 4 high schools at each game.
That's dope.
That's what's up.
So and they'll have their bands there as well.
Yeah.
So I just really love how they're bringing in.
What high school's gonna be there?
Right.
Hey, I don't know. We gotta find out when we go to the games. In which that'll be one of the places that
They better have one of these. They better have one of these. I'm gonna see some symbols flipping. Right. Not one of these. You can have one of them, but also have one of these. But,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Get it in.
Yeah.
And then Hot 104.1 Megan O.
Okay.
She will be one of the in-game hosts along with 101 ESPN Michelle Smallman.
Okay.
So they'll be
Sideline reports.
No, more so being host of the in-game experience.
Got
So
you,
fans
okay.
being at the game, you'll see them on Jumbotron, probably interviewing people,
Yeah.
getting everybody going.
Okay.
So it should be a great atmosphere. I look forward to it. The Battle House goes to Dallas this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
They have the last game on ESPN Sunday at 4:00 Central Standard Time. So I look forward to it, man.
Hell yeah.
I see
Let's
some
get it,
big
man.
things going down with the XFL. It's going to definitely be a game changer and be a lot better than what we saw almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So it should be dope.
Dope.
Now,
Shout out to
switching
Isaac
over.
King.
Right. Switching over to the NBA.
Bucks. Woo. Give them their respect out the gate. First of all, a lot of people ain't even tripping out this. The Bucks might be the first team to clinch a playoff spot before the All-Star break.
Really?
That's how far ahead they are.
They 6.5 games ahead of the second place Toronto Raptors at 43-7.
43-7.
Yeah.
They on pace to get to they can get to 70 wins if they lock down. So with all these, superstar teams that we always talking about, I feel like, and then they got one of the best plus minuses in NBA history as far as margin of victories. Like they blowing cats out the water. So give them their respect, man.
Now, I do have breaking news. I was going to bring it up earlier.
I saw your eyes go up, so I knew something was happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Andre Iguodala is now a Miami Heat.
Okay. I didn't see that one coming.
He got traded to the Heat.
Okay.
And
For who? He got traded.
And he signed a 2-year extension for $30 million.
So he on
And a
LeBron
team
stuff.
option. Let's see.
$30 million.
Yeah. So, 2-year, $30 million extension, and has a team option in the second season.
Wow.
So you asked who was part of that deal.
Yeah, I need to know that.
Justice Winslow is
Okay.
going to the Grizzlies.
Okay.
That's going to be a good move because now Ja Morant
Injustice
Yeah.
Two lefty.
And-
Well, no,
and- no.
Justice left-handed,
Right.
y'all right-handed. Yeah.
So they added more offense to the squad,
Justin ain't really been playing with Miami, so that's a good move for him.
and then he has been hurt too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So-
he wasn't gonna fit in with that team, no way. Once they add them shooters, he
And
was
then
out
what's
there.
name came back too? Dion.
Waiters.
Yeah, he
and they got
came
Duncan
back.
Robinson. They got Tyler Hero. He wasn't gonna make it with that
Yeah.
team.
The Lakers, they are trying to shop some guys. Of course, one of the biggest names is Kuzma. Word is that the Knicks are interested in Kyle Kuzma. Some teams are acquiring, are asking about Alex Caruso.
The All-Star.
Yes.
Bye.
They're asking about him.
Right.
The Lakers are inquiring about Dennis Schroeder from,
That's a good
from
move.
OKC.
Yeah, that's a good backup.
But OKC is like, we're not looking to move him without getting a hefty return. And I don't say that
Lakers
happening
need to
for the
stay put,
Lakers.
man. Like I said, they either should have got D Rose or who was I saying for Kuzma? Zach LaVine.
Yeah.
If you ain't gonna get nothing like that, just stay with what we got. I know he done pissed y'all off earlier. Y'all can get over that. Don't mess it up.
And there has been more talk about the Lakers trying to make a move to get Marcus Morris from the Knicks.
Kind of figured that. I know LeBron, so I kind of figured that. Whoever don't like LeBron, he want to be his teammate so they can like him. That's just how he move. No knock on LeBron, but that's just facts. Like the Morris twins do not like that dude. You know what I'm saying? They built from a different cloth. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I can see that coming.
Kind of like the Joakim Noah.
Yeah, yep. Exactly like him, yep.
They say the Spurs may be thinking about offering LaMarcus Aldridge or DeRozan.
What? For who?
So
What you say about big boy down in Detroit, Drummond?
yeah,
He trying to go to Miami, right?
that was the word at first. Well, I'm not sure about Miami, but I know there has been some teams looking to try to get him.
Yeah, everybody trying to get him. Yeah.
Kelly Oubre may be available from the Phoenix Suns.
Okay.
Let's see here. Here we go. You're talking about let's see, Derrick Rose earlier, as you said about him maybe
Yeah.
going to the Lakers. That it could be a good fit. Drummond, as you said before. The Knicks are trying to also make a move to acquire D'Angelo Russell. And so
They ain't got enough.
via Bleacher Report, they were saying that they want to try to do something to get D'Angelo Russell and Kyle Kuzma to go to the Knicks.
For who though? You can throw your whole team,
See,
and they still
something like
like
that-
they gotta have a lot of first round picks. man.
Or you got to have multiple teams, like the trade
yeah,
that
that too.
happened
Yeah,
last
yeah,
night.
exactly. That was crazy.
And the trade that happened last night, Clint Capella.
Rockets.
Matter of fact,
What
let me
is
go
y'all
ahead and
thinking?
Put it all the way down here because a whole lot of movement happened. Like a 12-player deal happened last night.
Ain't but two people y'all know.
Here we go.
Like,
All right, so
right. We don't know the rest of them cats.
Houston Rockets, they acquired Robert Covington,
Right. And who else?
and that's it.
Exactly.
The Atlanta Hawks from
Got
the
Clint
Rockets
Capella.
got Clint Capella and Nene.
Who?
So watch me whip.
Right. Nene. I remember Nene Hilario. And then he changed that to Nene. And then, boy, I don't know who you been since then.
The Timberwolves get Malik Beasley
From
and
Denver, yeah.
Juancho
Who?
Hernan Gomez
Exactly.
from the Nuggets. Evan Turner
Ain't
from
been playing.
the
Ain't
Hawks,
been hurt.
and a first-round pick via the Nets. And then the Denver Nuggets get Gerald Green.
I ain't even know Gerald Green was still playing.
Right. I had no idea either.
Yeah.
So that was the big move
I
last
was,
night.
if I knew he was in the league, I'd have been like, he need to be in a dunk contest.
So it looks like the Rockets are trying to loosen up the paint without having Clint Capella.
The Rockets set on shooting threes every possession. Like, they ain't gonna have no points in the paint now.
Or
Zero.
rebounds.
Like Russell Westbrook, and that's it.
He gonna be definitely getting quadruple double.
All lane open. That whole lane wide open there. Bro, the
Yeah.
Rockets is trash.
So a lot of movement shaking going on,
whole lot.
especially that the trade deadline is actually a late.
Less than 24 hours away.
Exactly. So
Yep.
a lot of moves happening. The Cavaliers are trying to see about can someone get
K-Love.
Tristan Thompson out their
Oh,
hands.
for real?
Yes.
Really?
The Clippers they're trying to see about Kevin Love.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happening. Next week, All-Star Weekend.
Yep. I'm gonna be in the building, baby.
Chi-Town.
I'm gonna be down there.
It's always the weekend of Valentine's Day.
Always.
Look,
Always.
look. I write the schedule for our basketball, and I didn't even trip off that weekend because
Yep.
it's.
We just decided to go
Everywhere.
last minute.
Whole lot going on.
Sure is.
All right, so pull this up on your screen. So this could be a very exciting All-Star weekend, one of the best ones we could possibly have in years. Start off with the dunk contest
Okay.
on your screen.
Could be a
Y'all
good
see the return of Aaron Gordon from the Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have what is his name? Is that
Derek Jones.
Derrick
Pat
Jones.
Connaughton.
Yeah, Pat Connaughton from the Milwaukee Bucks. Derrick Jones, the high flyer from the Heat.
Boy. That's why I got to win it.
And then the return of Superman, Dwight Howard. Your boy.
Superman.
Oh,
Stupid.
not this. You.
Right. Well, he gonna be. See, his problem was, and he documented it, where he thought Kobe was supposed to be a part of that his routine.
Yeah.
So he heartbroke about that because he was gonna use that weekend to tell Kobe how much he appreciated him and all that. So
Kobe agreed that
it's gonna be a
do it
tough
too.
one for him. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep.
that
He's gonna be a part of the slam dunk contest for him.
so
Yeah.
that should be pretty cool. You said you have Derrick Jones.
Hell yeah. I mean, Aaron Gordon
Aaron
could
Gordon
win.
too, right?
Yeah, but he flaked last year.
But
Bad.
He was hurt though, wasn't
I don't know if he was hurt, but he
he? Yeah, he didn't do it.
ain't do like he did the first year.
All right.
Derrick Jones, I know what he got. So we'll see. It's all about the gimmicks, though.
All right, and then you got the 3-point contest. We have Duncan Robinson from the Heat,
That boy got a flame.
Trae Young from the Hawks.
Okay. Dang.
Who won last year?
Joe Harris, I think. Was that last year?
Okay.
From the Nets. He
Okay.
beat Steph.
Yep.
Yeah, so he in it too. I see him on the lineup. Y'all think he defending champion?
Yep. Damian Lillard.
Yep.
Zach LaVine.
Okay.
Even though he should be in the dunk contest.
So sure, he probably was like, man, I done did that.
Watch out for Devontae Graham from
Yup.
the Hornets.
Kansas Jayhawk.
Yeah. He's a beast.
Yup.
Once again, the reigning defending champion Joe Harris.
My boy Buddy Hill. I was waiting on him
Hill.
to get in it, man.
And then we have Davis Zet
I don't know who that is.
Bertans. So he probably
Shout out to Brad Beal teammate.
right.
I don't know that guy.
And then we have, which I think is a great competition, and that's the skills competition.
Yep.
St. Louis's own Jason Tatum won last year,
Yep.
and he'll be there again.
Okay.
He'll be going against. Let me pull these guys' names up.
Right, because I showed on. Let's
Right.
see.
Let's see here. Here we
You
go.
got Bam Adebayo, Pascal Siakam. What's the boy name from Indiana?
I got it right here.
Yeah.
All right. So
Sabonis' son.
yeah, Domantas
Domantas Sabonis. Yeah.
Patrick Beverly,
Right.
Spencer
Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie,
Yep.
Derrick Rose,
Okay.
Chris Middleton, once again Pascal Siakam, and Bam Adebayo.
Yep.
So
And the big men been winning lately. That's what's crazy.
yeah, so it should be a very good All-Star weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the rookies and sophomore game where it's USA versus the world. Zion Williamson will be playing. John Morant.
Zion teammates still mad.
Oh man,
That boy big mad.
idiot.
Yeah.
Jackson Hayes.
Jackson Hayes told the NBA they could. Right.
Y'all can
right.
suck my.
Right. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he big mad. He big mad. Like, dang, bro. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one though. But after I seen the lineup, I'm like, yeah, well, you know what? They got some hitters on this.
Who? The world.
The USA and the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they split up like that. I didn't know they did it like that. So I'm like, yeah, you ain't had no room to fit in, bro.
They are adding 2 new spots for the 3-point competition. They're gonna have them they're gonna have a spot 6 feet behind the 3-point line.
Okay, they going Curry range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then each point would be 3 points.
Okay.
So that should be pretty interesting. They keep on trying to spice the weekend up.
Yeah.
To like thoughts on this new NBA All-Star format. You don't like it?
You know I don't like it. Like, it should be competitive. You shouldn't have to teeter the rules to make people want to play harder. So basically, the first 3 quarters, they just out there showing off.
Okay.
Then they're going to restart the game all over in the 4th quarter and set a target score. So now they can start playing serious to try to get to the target score. So they basically gonna be just
I mean, I get it, but
right. So the first 3 quarters don't really count at all. Like no matter what the score is.
I mean, actually, it does.
But yeah, it does, but it doesn't at the same time.
All right. Let me break it down more. So this is what's. Let me pull this up here.
It's almost like the ABA rules where they got it to
here we
where,
go.
yeah. I mean, not the ABA, but the TBT, the tournament, where they got the target score when they put an alarm on and say, okay, whoever scored the next 8 points going to win, but they going to do the whole fourth quarter like that.
All right. So
that's why I said they messing it up. They doing too much.
I actually like it because I feel like it's going to bring more competition.
But that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't have to do that. It should be competition, period. Like, it's never been like that before until about 5 years ago.
Well, yeah, and when you had the Jordans and Malones, the old era guys. Oh yeah, they played.
Even right.
You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
really, even up until when Kobe, yeah, like
But-
it just recently got like that.
As I said last week, the champ, LeBron and them, they a whole different breed. You know what I'm saying? They changed the way how certain things are played. So that's the reason why they're doing this now, because this new era isn't the same.
They need to take their craft more serious.
Right. So as you said before, the changes include a new fourth quarter format that will honor the late Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
So as you said before, the first 3 quarters will be, so each quarter will start off as 0-0.
okay.
And you play 12 minutes. So first quarter, let's say it's 15-14. Second quarter starts is 0-0.
Okay.
But they'll keep
The 15 to
that
14.
15-14. So second quarter is 15-14 again.
Okay.
Now you have 28.
Good man.
So now, thank you. So now,
He's quick.
fourth quarter.
Right.
Third quarter. Let's say it again. The same thing.
Okay.
What's
so
that?
now,
What's that?
no, this you doing that 45?
45 to what?
Yeah.
30.
Yeah. No, ain't 32.
I know. It's like 36, whatever. So anyway, so
It's
so
40.
I said 42.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
All right. Shout out to
don't
school.
don't
man.
judge us, y'all. Don't judge.
Right.
Us. All right.
I ain't got
so,
no calculator.
So let's just say it's 60 to 55.
In the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter,
Oh.
there'll be no time. Whoever the team that had, let's say LeBron James team has the 60 points. They have to, their goal is scoring the next 24 points. Cause to honor Kobe. So they had to score 24 points. So what's that? 60 to 24 is what, 84?
84, right.
And and Giannis team has what I say 55, they have to score
79.
well more so beat
Oh, beat what they plus 24 is.
exactly.
That's too much. Like I said, you doing math while you hooping.
Right.
Right. So I'm like, what?
And I'm pretty
I'm
sure
like-
that,
Right.
that TNT will have like the go-to score.
Right.
Posted, yeah.
Right. So this team has to.
So they taking points off the scoreboard instead of adding them, like letting you know how much more you need, I guess.
So like I said, it'd be 60-55. They'll
Too
have
much.
target score of 84 for LeBron James team, and they'll have the 24 plus whatever it takes to get over LeBron James team
Okay.
to win.
See, it just make me mad because some of my best All-Star game memories is when the shot clock was running down, or when the game clock. You like, man, we only got 3 minutes left. Like the 2001 All-Star game where Iverson and Marbury went off and led them back. The 2003 All-Star game with Jordan hit what would have been the game winner and Kobe scored and got fouled, and they went, they lost that one. But times like that, you robbing us from that.
Yeah.
We're doing it like that.
So, let's see here. I want to bring this up here. So, if the cumulative score of the first 3 quarters is 100 to 95, the final target score will be set at 124 points because that first team has 100.
So whoever get 124.
So the target would be 124 points. To win the NBA All-Star game, the team with 100 points would need to score 24 in the fourth quarter before the team with 95 points scores 29.
No,
So-
it makes sense, yeah, but
so
I understand why they doing it because they trying to honor Kobe. I get that, but
Yeah.
they could have did it another way. I think.
so it's pretty much like the fourth quarter is going to be straight street ball.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because you ain't gonna have no time limit.
Hell
It's
yeah.
it's all about just getting to that.
That was
that target score.
Right,
Right.
double teams gonna be happening, all type of stuff.
Yeah, so that's the part that should make the game exciting. Because you can't just lapse and say, oh, well, just shoot the ball, because you ain't gonna have no time.
Right.
And you got to get to that target score. And I think the biggest thing for me that I take away from it is you're doing it for Kobe. That's why I feel like this is gonna be very competitive and different.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes.
We got mixed opinions on that one, yeah.
Yeah. But you know,
We'll see.
I'm down for doing something different.
Yeah, change it up, yeah.
and see what's happening.
Yep.
All right, so we are winding down. This has been another incredible show. Thanks to everyone who has been watching.
Susie.
Hey, my name is Susan.
Right. Get it?
All right, so it's time for these fun little segments.
Yeah.
First is congrats, you were right. If there's someone that told you this may happen and it did, just let them know. Congrats, you were right. All right. Do you have anything, B?
Chiefs, man. Like a lot of people tell me they was gonna win it. You know, I like wanted them to win, but I really thought the 49ers was gonna be too much for them.
Mm-hmm.
So congrats, he was right to so many people. I don't even feel like naming. But y'all said the Chiefs was going. This was their year. It was their destiny to win, and they definitely pulled it off.
Mine is to you and Stan, because y'all both had the Chiefs doing the pregame show, and Stan said on Facebook,
Yeah, he did.
ago, like Chiefs are gonna go all the way,
Yep.
and they made it happen. So congrats, y'all two were right.
Okay.
Coach, you got anything?
Unfortunately, no, because I'm like,
Ain't nobody right.
Ain't
Can't get no righter.
Ain't no one say, girl, I guarantee, or hey, coach, I guarantee you. Why?
Not even the girl at Walmart that was like, I guarantee if you get this, it's gonna work at the house. If you cross your eyes at me one more time,
no. No, some.
you going to a bad Walmart then. They always help me out. Look, you don't want to get that. You want to get this. Oh, okay, that's what's up.
I go in and go, I know what I want.
Me too, but they always get redirected.
I don't have time for that.
I hear you.
That's the devil's workshop, as my sister called it.
No, Target is done. I hate Target.
No, it's
Ugh.
you see more stuff on Facebook people doing at Walmart than you do at Target.
No, that's true. All the good fights, I can't wait. I see. Look, this ain't got nothing to do with sports. So we talk about Walmart. This is the funniest thing I ever seen. I'm standing there taking something back from Walmart, and this girl was taking the TV back. So this white guy walks up to her and was like, "Oh, hi, Lakeisha, we was waiting on you." And she tried to break, and the other dude was like, "Don't even think about it." They was waiting on her to get to $1,000 so they could lock her up. She been stealing stuff and taking it back for the last couple weeks. And they ain't let her know they was on to it. And we like, dang, like
Idiot of the week.
Idiot of the week. They was like, we just wait till you get to the dollar
And she
amount.
kept coming back to the same Walmart.
Came back to the same Walmart. The one up down the street, down here on West Florissant, right down the street. The ghetto one, right down West Florissant, 270.
Come on.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear, the more you teaching, the dumber they
Oh man, I was weak. I'm like, dang, they greet her by name. Oh, hi, Lakeisha.
Welcome back.
Wait, we couldn't wait till you get past there. What you at now? Oh yeah, you right at $1,000. Cool. Put the braces on. You know where you going. Yeah, man. That was funny, man. So yeah, it's definitely devil workshop, like you said.
Don't get me started. But anyway, no, I can't.
Yeah, nobody on the football.
Ain't nobody right.
And they say, hey, watch this team be good this year, or whatever.
High school, college, grade school, back in the day.
Nah.
Ain't nobody tell you them shorts was bad for you running track again. You was like, you know what, congratulations, you was right. I shouldn't have ran them shorts. Nope. All right, cool.
I'm
All right.
like,
Right, Blake.
All right,
it
so
might come back later.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so up next we got Is This Your Leader?
Yep.
So once again,
I
we're
think I wrote
pairing
mine
two
down.
sports people together or sports things. And if you are in the foxhole, you'll say, I would rather have this person lead the way than this person. It's not about who's a better player, but it's all about who you feel will lead you to the finish line. I think. Oh, so mine. I'll go ahead and do mine first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have Andy Reid
Okay.
or Mike Tomlin.
I mean, Mike Tomlin. Andy Reid just won a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Tomlin only has one.
Yeah, but he always. Well, I feel like his team just had more success. Period. Andy Reid.
Sure, because
yeah.
Reid's team been having success too. They just can't
Yeah, recently. Yeah, I mean, with the Philadelphia Eagles, you know, they was kind of like they had like a 2-year span where they was like right there. I feel like, especially with okay, let me put it to you like this: Tomlin do better with less talent than Andy Reid do with less talent. To me, I feel like Mike Tomlin can get a team either close to or to the playoffs with mediocre talent. I feel like Andy Reid, if he don't got that star power, it ain't gonna happen. No shout out. I mean, Andy Reid, one of my favorite coaches, so no shade towards him. We just talking about if you had a preference. So I would go with Mike Tomlin, not for race, not for any kind of personal things that I like more than Andy Reid, just from what I see what he did with with Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, Pittsburgh last couple years. How he had, especially with the locker room that he had.
Even though, because you did see a talent, correct?
Yeah.
He had all pro AB, had
But they weren't playing though.
No, I'm saying, but he had them.
He had them, but they weren't playing.
Le'Veon Bell, Ben Roethlisberger.
Right.
Before then, he had
Juju Smith
Troy
and
Polamalu.
Yeah.
He had Juju Smith.
Yep.
You had what's the guy that paralyzed?
Ryan Shazier.
Yeah,
Shazier,
he had him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had.
But they ain't been
some
playing. That's what I'm
guys.
saying. Like even with their star power, and then they take them out the lineup, and you keep them afloat. You know, you got contract holdouts, you got mental patients, you got injuries. You know, that's what he is. I don't want to call him nothing else. AB, you a mental patient. I don't give a damn what you say about me. Whatever y'all got to say. Y'all know that dude got something loose. So
Something loose.
he got something loose up there. Something ain't connected. Something it never really curled all the way over with that guy. Like so I don't know how else to put it. So yeah,
now, great picture. Thank
right.
you.
Now on the other end, Andy Reid. I know you said the Eagles. He had McNabb and T.O.
But he only had T.O. as
But then with Kansas City, before he had Pat Mahomes, in which
Right.
he was the one who wanted to draft him.
right.
But he took a team that had
Alex Smith.
exactly.
But Alex Smith was good.
But he wasn't no Ben Roethlisberger good.
Okay, but he was still Pro Bowl good.
But what I'm saying is that
Anyway, he was a bum.
your point of Tomlin doing more with less is actually the other way around, I think.
No, because so my point was Tomlin had the star power, but they wasn't actually on the field. That's what I'm saying. They was never on the field together. There was always some people missing. Shazier got hurt. AB was out for whatever. Le'Veon Bell was doing contract holdouts. Big Ben got hurt. Like, it's a lot of reasons them guys weren't on the field. And the Pittsburgh Steelers was still in the hunt. They were still marching forward. I feel like I said, I ain't saying KC plummeted, but I feel like if the shoe was on the other foot, how would Andy Reid would have handled it? Like, it's proven with Tomlin what he did and kept them afloat. And not only that, deflected all the criticism, didn't fold to it, didn't march and say all this crazy stuff, and then, say, oh, well, if we'd have had them, we'd have been good. Like, he just stayed calm and was like, look, man, I got this. We're going to be all right, whatever. Just, like I said, I'm not saying it's a surefire thing. I'm just saying this is my pick.
My head hurt. He went from left field. I'm like,
Right, I'm sorry.
He made my head hurt. What's in your cup still? Maybe my
It's gone. I'm done.
Oh, you talking about in our mug?
My red cup and my mug is empty right now. I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
Gucci.
straight up, you make my head hurt.
I'm sorry. Dang.
don't do good.
Apology, sister.
Oh, it's
That's the
gone.
third one. That's why your head hurt.
It
You
is,
keep crossing them
I
eyes.
don't have no problems.
Okay.
That's it. I'm not. I can't. So, I forgot.
Andy Reid or Mike Tomlin?
I'm still for Mr. Tomlin. He's been with Pittsburgh for how long now? Exactly. I'm like,
Man, yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, he been there for a minute.
forever.
Right.
So I'm looking at him only basically with the cards he have dealt with, and he has maintained. Flat out, he's maintained, and even on good days and the bad days, he's still been strong with his players. So, you haven't found it yet.
He's been on the team since 2007.
Really?
13 years or
Ooh,
14.
That's the fast arithmetic.
Mr. Omar Epps.
It was an even number with 2020, so that's the only reason. I ain't gonna take no credit for being good at math. Trust me, it was a solid even number, so real easy for me.
Because I was about to say, dang, wow.
Yeah,
But
right.
Okay. So, but no, since he's been with the franchise and whatnot, it's just looking at how he's been maintaining with the different players, the ups and downs, but. He had his good and bad, but he's still always been strong.
Yeah.
So he's a great leader. He'd be the choice.
All right.
And you a Pittsburgh Steelers fan?
Of course. Thank you.
You got anything?
Nah, I ain't got no. Is this your leader? Oh, you know what? Jokic and Rafael Nadal in tennis.
Oh.
I'm just loosely throw that one out there.
I wasn't ready.
My dude is Nadal. I've always been
Yeah.
a big fan of his, man.
Me too.
So I'm rolling with him.
I feel like Jokic on his comeback. You know, like I feel like he's just trying to get his last little rivalry on, but I definitely would go with Rafael Nadal.
Yeah, that's my dude right there.
Yeah.
Don't ask me. Sorry.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you follow Vashon soccer or tennis, or did he still have it?
It look like they ain't even have it the way she just looked.
Right.
As far as the girls and they do have girls and boys soccer still.
Okay.
And we did have boys and girls tennis. I was actually the last tennis coach.
You've been coaching everywhere.
Yeah, I played for a tennis team and soccer.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no more tennis. So
Wow.
it's a disadvantage. My daughter wants to play. I said, "Ooh, that's a different."
Yeah.
Tennis is a different little thing. I mean,
Shouts out to Coco Golf, man. She changing the game.
Okay.
The youngest to be chosen to join the represent
Wimbledon,
the
yeah.
women's
Yep.
national team. Dope. And I think she's like what 16, 17 years old.
Oh, that's soccer.
Tennis.
Tennis. Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I thought.
she is a beast.
Okay.
there we go. Next generation.
Yeah. Let me put up her. There she go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she a beast. Oh, she lost today. Well, no, I'm sorry, not today, but it was back on the 27th.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, she's a beast though, man.
Okay.
She's the youngest player ranked in the top 100 by the Women's Tennis Association.
That's crazy.
And has a career high ranking at number 51. 15.
For ATL.
Yeah.
Hey, she 5'9". Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, she that did, and she got that Kobe mentality too, that mama mentality.
Yeah. She
Like,
better if she 15 and playing them. Yeah.
It's like she really gets like real deep and emotional and intense.
Yeah.
I like her spirit, man. She
Okay.
gonna be going far, man. So shouts out to her.
Yeah.
All right, Coco.
Coco Golf. All right, up next we have bruh, you tripping. So if you have a hot take that you feel may happen, but other people may say, bruh, or in your case, sis, you tripping. It could be something from the past, or it could be something that could happen in the future.
I'm always tripping. I always do too much. That's what. I'm like, why do I do too much? Because I stick it to you and give you the business. That's only my students. I'm always.
They're always saying you tripping.
No, they say I do too much. I say I don't do enough. I flip it on them. So, but doing too much to them is when I make sure, hey, go to class, open up a book, because the best kept secret for us is always in the book. I need you to get this right so you can get these ACT scores so we can get you into college.
Right, I don't want to see you for the fifth year.
Man, 5th year senior.
They do that? Dang.
You at the V. You've seen it before.
If I have, I was blind. But no, that's why I'm tripping, according to my students.
Okay.
That's that tough love, though.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
They need that.
B, you got anything?
Yo.
Uh-oh.
Milwaukee Bucks gonna win the championship.
You're not tripping.
They gonna take the whole thing. I feel like they the hungriest team in the league.
Okay.
I feel like what they went through last year is gonna help them out. And I feel like they're going to catch a lot of people off guard, especially because the Eastern Conference so weak that I feel like they're going to breeze through that so quick that they're going to be well rested.
Is it weak?
It's weaker than the West. I'm put it like that. It's weaker than the West. You're right. It ain't weak.
Right.
It ain't weak. It actually ain't weak this year. Yeah. It actually, the Eastern Conference actually been doing their thing this year.
Right.
You got Boston, Toronto, Miami. Definitely, Miami gonna be their biggest foe. Philly, we ain't worried about y'all. Indiana gonna be the sleeper
what
team.
What the hell is going on with Philadelphia?
They need to get rid of Brett Brown. He gotta go, man.
And either Embiid or Simmons.
I think it's coaching, man. I think they don't understand their identity on the team, to me. And I just think they need a shake-up. And he's just not the dude that's going to hold them accountable for that.
What's his name? Al Horford just said recently that there's drama going on in the locker room.
I can believe it. They ain't got no structure. That's what I'm saying. That's directly on coaching, especially when Al Horford complaining.
Yeah, and he just got to the team.
You know what I'm saying? And he a rock. You know what I'm saying? So some gotta go, man. But
then with the Pacers, Victor Oladipo.
Depot is back, baby, and they slept on big time.
Yeah.
They got Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah,
is definitely the piece that they needed. Sabonis been balling, and they got a good bench. Miles Turner, and they got a squad, man. So, but I'm still, with all that being said, still think Milwaukee gonna win the championship.
And I like the pieces that Milwaukee added.
Yeah,
to help out Giannis.
So, and the young guys coming up.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my cousin be excited. I said, "You will never believe what this gentleman said." And I don't even know if he's paying attention. He's in Arizona.
Okay.
Your team is supposed to go to the championship
years ago. So
right, like,
man, I like their little walk of fame they got in front of Bradley Center.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's tough. But
Okay.
yeah, I went to a Bucks game. I like their energy in their arena too.
okay.
But yeah, I think
word is that Tom Brady could be gone from the Patriots. What if he goes to the Tennessee Titans? Play with Mike Vrabel, former teammate.
Damn.
What if he goes and joins King Henry? Because the way the Tennessee Titans played last year.
Because they made Tannehill look good this year.
Exactly. If you get someone like Brady on that team.
They might can turn the corner for that. They might can make some noise. So, AFC Chiefs, hey, they might be knocking on the door. Yeah, that's a good one, man.
Got me thinking tonight. Y'all hurt my.
Oh Lord, she's not a thinker. Put the thinking cap on.
I'm spontaneous when I need to be.
Okay,
But
that mean you crazy.
I don't get a
Crazy
check.
people
I
spontaneous.
don't get the first of the month check, so sorry.
That's just because the government ain't said you crazy. I don't mean you ain't crazy.
I tried though.
You ain't passed the test.
I've been when you walk around like this and talking to yourself.
That don't get you a check. That ain't gonna get you a check.
What do I need to do to get a check?
You gotta pull some peanut butter out your butt in front of the judge and start licking your fingers clean like Steve Harvey said. That's what's gonna get you the check. You regular crazy, nah. You gotta be crazy to get that check.
Okay. I'm gonna tell somebody that.
Right. Eat some peanut butter out your butt.
Hey,
You good to
so
go.
A lot of them is.
Gotta be chunky.
What you gonna say?
I forgot.
What you gonna say?
Dang, I forgot.
Her head still hurt.
Damn. Gosh.
Shamanama.
I shut him. You talking about the what if? And I forgot. You was talking about what if Brady went to Tennessee. And,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
He boo.
I forgot. Fiddlesticks, man. Dang.
Dang it. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I'll take the. I'll apologize.
The whole peanut butter just messed up.
Man, you still tripping off what brand? But so I can though.
Because I could visual a kid straight doing that.
Yeah, like oh he crazy. Like man, this dude is nuts.
That's what that was.
Man. No, that was our training day. That's where I got that from. A training day. He said that's how dude got out that case.
Oh man. Okay. I forgot, but I had a what if, and you know what? Don't see. I'm gonna go back to
I'm
the
bagging
process.
off.
Yeah.
Bagging off. I'm bagging off.
Oh man. Like that straight messed me up now. Not mess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, hey, have you ever? I'm gonna mess with one of my kids.
Man, extra Chucky Jill. It look real. It look real. It look real. Man, you know what? I ain't in school. Oh, hell no. Get rid of this kid. Oh, no. Get rid of him. Don't touch him neither. He got that corona. Get the check. Man, he eating bats out here. Man.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just say mine is cause John Bones Jones fighting Saturday.
Is he? I didn't
Yeah,
know
he
that.
fights Saturday. So his next challenge, he said he gonna try to go up to heavyweight, which I think is crazy.
Ooh, can he handle it?
That's what I'm saying. So what if he do go up to heavyweight? Does that help or hinder his career going forward? Like, is he gonna get rocked like I think he gonna get and start having brain damage and all that stuff?
Oh,
Or is
boy.
yeah. So
Ooh.
I don't know. I know because like with UFC, all it takes is that one little, not
it
one.
only take one. Yeah.
All it takes is that one hit, by the foot or by the
And you got
fist.
somebody 260 pounds
Right.
kneeing you in the head, not just kicking or elbowing or
then when
headbutt.
you get down,
You a bobblehead.
they keep going to the refs.
And it's
say
up to the
stop.
refs. Yeah, so you got a couple more shots coming towards you. So he said if he wins Saturday, he's seriously considering moving up because he done beat everybody in light heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? So he done beat all the champions.
Well, I mean, at the same token, a fighter is a fighter, you know.
Right.
And I think Floyd didn't he like go up? No,
Floyd don't count, man. Floyd, no.
he's different, huh?
The martial arts, I mean, mixed martial arts totally
Yeah.
different, bro. Like, if Floyd can duck his way out of a heavyweight fight. That UFC, it's going down, bro. Like, and then you gotta think heavyweights, they don't do submissions. They knocking you out.
They do it actually.
So yeah, it ain't no ground game for real with them.
Right.
So yeah, so I'm worried about that. But I mean, I understand where he coming from. Both his brothers won Super Bowls, and he like, I done fought them my whole life. I can fight bigger cats. So I'm like, I hear you, bro.
Yeah, I'm not one to doubt him. So
Yeah. So we'll
do
see.
your thing, man.
But yeah, that was my what if.
Do
So
your thing.
oh,
You got anything?
Nah, I'm stuck
Still?
on peanut butter.
Still suck on?
still on it? Hey, you gonna eat a
You
PB and J
don't
when you get home?
understand, like the students,
At the school, you can actually picture that happening.
I can't. I had to tell y'all the story, but I can't tell.
All right.
Soon as we cut the mics off.
She like,
Soon as we cut the mics off, let me. All right, look, straight on.
Got a straight up
This what I was
story.
right. This what I was back on. Right.
Because I see this one kid like, oh, I can see him right now. This
Yo.
good with. By that little girl, huh?
Oh, you got a little down. Oh.
now, see, back when I went to the V, we used to call them Duprees.
Dupree's.
Okay, you
yeah, I
already
already know
know.
about
Okay,
Dupree's,
okay.
man.
Yeah, it's all, if he was a Dupree, that wasn't a good thing.
No, it's not. He retired too.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen him in so long.
No, he had Alzheimer's.
What?
Dang.
When I started working at Rashawn, he was still there, and coming to find out, he was teaching the same thing over, like didn't remember some stuff, so he ended up having to retire though.
Oh wow, Arthur Dupree.
Yes, sir.
Man, he's like 8 feet tall, man.
Leave that man alone.
And had a very
Shout
white
out to
voice.
Dupree. Feel sorry for the brother now.
Nah, he was cool. He had
Right,
a
he was
walk.
cool.
He had
Yeah.
and he was good on the mic.
Yeah.
He had a Barry White.
Yeah.
Because he was like an announcer at football games. Really nice gentleman. Though.
Remind me of Mr. McAfee on Living Color with the little bullhorn.
Man.
All right. Did you have a what if or?
She's still on the
She
peanut
like-
butter.
she
She's
like,
still on the
what?
peanut
Yeah.
butter.
Like, what if peanut butter
Right.
wasn't so chunky?
Right. What was you use then?
What if I just be like, yo, I got a what if for real? I'm
Right.
got to record it. I'm
Right. Crushed up brownies and
What if I
syrup.
tell you the story after the show?
Right. Crushed up brownies and syrup. Same deal.
All right. So we'll move on. Idiot of the week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Go ahead, B.
So if y'all ain't see my post on Facebook earlier, I think I put it on the Instagram too.
Yeah.
So some idiot got in a police chase during the Chiefs
Yes.
championship parade.
Yes, I saw that sucker. I said,
And he crashed into the lead car at the motorcade.
I was like, what?
exactly.
Stupid. So to my Kansas City people, yeah, y'all was talking all that crap about St. Louis, and
doing
look,
too
it
much.
happened that fast for y'all.
Wait, so
Idiots.
were they inebriated? What was wrong with them?
No, the case still open, but it was a police chase.
Yeah.
And they got it's two suspects. They ain't really.
I mean, I saw the video and
I'm pretty sure they was drunk, like you said. I'm pretty sure they was.
Yeah.
But I mean, who knows? They might have been high on something or whoever. But they ran straight.
God knows what go down in KC, huh?
Man, KC, I'm never gonna be surprised by anything, especially something like that. So that's my idiot of the week. Whoever them two people was that ran into the lead SUV for the motorcade out of all the times, the time where y'all city was on the spotlight, the one time y'all on the spotlight,
for something
some little injuries gotta act out of control, man. So yeah, y'all my idiots of the week for real.
All right, so earlier, I announced that Isaac Bruce made it to the NFL Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of other people were retweeting, his tweet when he said, St. Louis, we're coming, get ready, da-da-da-da-da. All these people retweeting his tweet except for one specific team that did not want to retweet what he said. And
I wonder who that was.
Guess what team that was?
The team is hosting the Super Bowl next year, huh?
The LA,
of course.
The LA Rams. They did not retweet his tweet about, hey, I made it. St. Louis, get ready, hit the can, da-da-da-da-da. No, the Rams did not do anything.
Wow.
Yeah. Idiots of the week. Definitely idiots of the week. Stupid.
Wait, we do have another idiot of the week.
Go ahead with it.
Our fearless commander-in-chief giving the shout-out.
Oh, man. Oh, Kansas City, Kansas.
The great state of Kansas.
The great state of Kansas, bro. Ain't nobody in Kansas playing the Super Bowl right now, dog.
Does the state of Kansas have a football team?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Hey, like I said today, mental illness is real.
Man. Oh, my God. If you don't,
Ask Trump.
if you fail geography, you cannot be a president. Like, that's basic 101.
You know how people just send you random stuff and you think
Yeah.
it's fake? So my brother sent it to me. I was like, wait, what? Man,
Right.
I hopped over to Twitter like, damn, he really...
Yep. The capital Missouri is St. Louis.
He really said that
Right.
shit.
Like, really?
He was dead, and then he went back and then tried to delete it and go back.
You can't delete it.
Bro, you shouldn't have said nothing after that. You should have just kept quiet. Hey, man, just delete that. I ain't saying nothing else.
Everybody's on social media so fast. Even the wrong period, wrong comma, punctuation. They catch
Yeah,
it.
you wildin', dog. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah, he sure did. Great state of Kansas. Y'all ain't got nothing but Jayhawks. Right. In Wichita State. That's it.
Wow.
All right.
Shockers.
Once again, this is the Platform Sports Talk Show.
Yep.
This has been, once again, an incredible show. Another 3-hour journey. But
3 hour
y'all
tour.
Man,
y'all
was
still
it
here.
Wow.
Y'all still here.
My daughter gonna be mad, but I have to order.
Big man.
Hey, we'll make it up.
You gonna bake her the cookies?
We'll have her on the
From
show or
scratch?
something.
Hey, babe, make me some cookies, please. Thank you.
From scratch.
I want some cookies now. I don't know why. You just
I'm
making
gonna-
me want some cookies.
I just bake them for her and she didn't wake up to them and she.
There you go. Ain't nothing like a house smelling like cookies. Man.
All right. So our last one is the final say. So
Yeah.
anything that you just want to get off your chest before we end the show?
It's on me first? Okay. So my final say gonna be for the haters, man. We gotta come out of the point where we just get so caught up in sports that we actually dislike people for what they do in sports. So don't let somebody's greatness, their talent, somebody's opinion that's mixed with yours, anything like that. Don't make it to where y'all beefing with each other in real life over sports. Like, this is entertainment for us. It's supposed to bring us together. It's healthy conversation. It's somebody's opinion versus yours, yada, yada, yada. But don't never get so caught up in being a hater that you actually dislike the person that you arguing with or the people that you arguing with. So that's my final say for right now. Like, don't get so caught up in being a hater that it takes over. You can sell your soul with being a hater. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. So that's my final say.
Coach Goodman.
Humble over hype. I wear that courtesy of Coach Will Franklin over at Shine High School. We teaching our players that you humble yourself. Don't get into the hype. a team. We all are a team. You don't have to try to be outshining everybody else. Sometimes to help yourself as well as your teammates, you gotta bring yourself a few notches down. Everybody has to eat some way, somehow, but you can't just have it all for yourself.
Right.
And that's it.
I love that.
Make sure that after we give you some cards, pass someone, see if we can get them on the show. Will Franklin.
Sure.
Definitely want to get hear his story too, because he was an incredible athlete at the V.
Helicopter.
Yeah, man, he do have bunnies.
Yeah.
Back in the day, he had bunnies. It was like you had your video.
Yeah.
Bunnies. Boy, bunnies. It's crazy. All right, so my final say, it's a little bit bounce off of you in regards to being humble, but God's plan. Once again, Isaac Bruce going to the Hall of Fame. I think after 6 years of trying to get in, sometimes there's a reason why God doesn't allow certain things to happen at a certain time that you may want it. He may have wanted to get the nomination the very first year he was eligible. But I feel like with him having to wait and be so close and then waiting to finally get that knock at the door, it makes that victory that much sweeter.
Yeah.
Because that was what God had in store for you.
Right.
And he wasn't the kind of person that would be like T.O. and would be like, I'm the best player. I should be, you know what I'm saying? It's not about doing that. Like I said about Carmelo Anthony, how he didn't go out social media and say, oh, the NBA ain't right, you know, da-da-da-da. As long as you trust God.
Yep.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? As long as you trust him, just focus on God's plan. And it makes that victory that much sweeter. So that is our show.
Perfect ending, dog.
For another episode of the Platform Sports Talk Show on this cold.
Another 3-hour tour.
Right, on this cold Wednesday.
Man.
Just after it was like Miami degree weather.
Man, I'm saying your next door neighbor cutting grass.
Crazy, right?
Like, bro, think we April? What you cutting?
Out there wearing
Oh, man.
cargo shorts and
Yeah. Man.
Wait, I saw a lady today. Flip flops.
Yeah.
Shorts. Lady, it is straight sleet outside. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, she gonna, man, look. She gonna slide more than one way.
Next week, we have another story that's going to be told. We have the new head coach of Cardinal Ritter football.
Okay,
Brennan
then.
Spain.
Okay.
I've known him since grade school. We went to church together, high school. Good dude. Look forward to hearing his story and see how he's going to change the game and the narrative.
Yeah.
Cardinal
Got big
Ritter.
shoes to fill.
So this should be a well, I mean, we've had incredible big shows, man.
All right, it's been consistent,
So
dog. Yeah.
it ain't stopping anytime soon, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Share this stream with the peoples and get ready for more stories to be told. This is the Platform Sports Talk Show, your Wednesday night sports delight. I am your boy Smooth.
B. Baker.
Miss Suzanne Goodwin.
Who's your girlfriend?
Hey.
Back up.
Back up on the wall. Oh! Hold me down, dog! Hold me on, dog! I'm going down. Hey, she take her skates off. Hey, she a thick one. Right. Oh, Lord. Oh, man.
Shouts out to Bunny for the comments
Yeah,
and showing
yeah.
love, and Mo Davis and everyone else who has watched the show.
Shout out to y'all.
Thank you. Let everybody know this is your Wednesday night sports light. See us out there in the streets, passing out cards, getting everybody to know about what we're doing. They got the merch going.
Yeah.
Commercials coming very soon.
Yeah.
So we'll get y'all updated on next week's events, and hope to see y'all out there very soon. When it's about sports,
It becomes our business.
and business just pick up. See y'all later next week.
Later, y'all.
Holla for the dollar.
And that's how us tell the real story.